Because I'm worth it.
Yeah.
Hi, sorry, we were having like a very, very serious conversation about spikes.
Philosophical.
It truly was.
Oh, well, factual as
I
well.
wouldn't go that far, okay?
Factual.
No,
'cause
I think
wanted to learn
vampires
about
and werewolves are
anatomy.
brought up. I'm not sure.
Okay, I am coming off of Arch's stream where we had talked about some really weird things. And now we're talking about even more weirder things, which is very natural for Saucy, I think.
Mhm.
It
Yeah.
is. This room usually comes in and is like, so have you heard of...
When
and
you go
then
on
there
Archie's
goes.
stream, saying I went on Archie's stream and we spoke about weird things is kind of, that's redundant. Everyone understands.
Sorry, I just went on Arch's
Expected.
stream. Whatever.
That's all you had to say.
You all know what we spoke about. Probably milking farm, werewolves. Lumi was there, so obviously there was some talk
Yeah.
about
Don't
feet.
mention the war.
Yeah, but we were talking about just the things that men and women do, and I found out about horse butts that people manufacture, and then we're talking about how women love having sex with fantastical creatures, including the werewolf. And I was like, I wonder if a werewolf's penis is like some weird thing, like how like dogs, they have that thing that like holds them together for however some weird long amount of time. I don't know what it's
Knotting.
called.
I didn't know this until just
What the
before the
genre is
stream
called.
started.
Yeah. So I did this on a not my
Do you know
own,
why they do that?
to make sure it's their semen inside, and they
Yeah,
left
it's because the
female.
women would just go immediately to the next bloke, and it's like, well, if I
Yeah.
just stand in the way,
Well-
he is literally cock blocking the next bloke. That is
So-
the
I've always
legitimate thing that
thought
he's doing.
with his own
blokes.
cock. No, so I remember in first year biology, our teacher put up a slide of different penises for evolutionary biology. And he's like, some penises have these scraping tools to scrape out the semen of the previous bloke that was in there. And
Bloke. She said.
Yeah.
What's wrong with the word bloke?
It's funny.
Why? It's just a standard word over here.
I know, but you always use it when you're talking about like a human. So when you're using it about dogs, it's so funny.
the last guy that was in there. But this is okay. So this is some weird facts
Sorry.
I didn't know about wolves.
Sorry, Mel.
A adult gray wolf has a penis of 7 to 10 inches long, and they're about approximately 100 pounds. So they have bigger peepees than humans. Maybe that's why women are so fixated on that. But they also have this thing called the bulbous glandus, known as the knot to the tip. So I think that thing that you talked about with the dogs is the same thing with wolves.
It's a
actually-
health class today. Make sure you guys are taking
Well,
your notes because you
I
will
actually-
be quizzed at the end of the stream.
I actually do have something about this which is philosophical. This is an important question that I think needs to be
I'm
brought up.
scared. I don't believe you.
Should women be allowed to breastfeed on the battlefield? Like, this is an important, like, we're moving into the 21st century. There's equality now. It's like, this is an important thing. If she was on the... I think, why
What,
would you
Jessica
take your child to
Simpson?
war in the first place? But I think the actual philosophical question is, who said anything about a child? No, there was no children mentioned here on the front line.
Well,
This is about morale.
Hey, those mommy milkers. Hey, you know what? It's extra energy. She loses the weight. Guys get extra calories. It's hard to get good food out there on the battlefield.
Yeah.
It's a win-win for all.
This is meant to make humans grow up big and strong. And if you need anyone to be big and strong, it's your soldiers on the battlefield.
I love how even X knows what Disparu like looks up and they're like, wait a minute, he wants to know about this breastfeeding stuff.
No, that was legitimately from my For You page. That just appeared.
And I believe you.
It's like Avatar Fire and Ash. Is it appropriate to give birth on the battlefield? Is it appropriate to send in a woman in her last trimester about to pop out to fight? I don't know.
Probably
It's like
not.
it sent me this as well. If you want to know how good my For You page is, it sent me this. It says, we tried to get rid of the internet Star Trek jokes,
Uh-oh.
but it found out it was a huge enterprise.
Yeah, I get that.
You can't get rid of the jokes now. It's
This
impossible.
Drew's For You page is about breast milk and dad jokes.
Yeah, and some
and puppies.
Somalian woman talking about bananas and rice. That was my entire
Oh my
week.
god, that woman was all over my feed. I'm like, bring back that lady that was the health ambassador of Wales.
Oh my gosh.
I was going to say, I've
lost
got
it.
that as well. I've got both of them.
You can pull that up. And I need you guys to, if you have it, go ahead and pull it up. I actually have it too, but you might get it quicker than me because I was in the middle.
Well, which one? I've got the health
ambassador.
I've got the
Or
health
the
ambassador
health-
of Wales and the Somalian woman.
Health ambassador, because I want you guys to hear what
Okay.
I heard in the beginning of her. I'm going to rewind it a couple of times just so you guys can hear it.
Well, this is just a 12-second clip. I don't know whether there's a larger clip.
There is. Yeah, Mongoose remembers. I died.
So that is the Brussels health minister next to the
Oh, yeah.
Welsh health minister. And I'm like, love, covering up your face ain't doing you any favors, and you can't hide anything.
Background.
Wait, why is there no audio?
It's
Oh, I
low.
don't think this
Person who is
No, I don't
from
think it has
ethnic
any audio.
minority
Oh, it's
background,
muted. Hang on.
You know, some community background. A
Hold
person
on.
who is from ethnic minority background. You know,
I
some
have a
communities,
longer
it's-
clip. I'll get it. Hold on.
Okay.
I reacted to it and I lost
I was
it.
more there because she looks like there's an alien in Doctor Who.
Here we go.
That wears human skin, and the only way you can tell they're an alien is because they're constantly farting because they breathe helium.
Oh
so they
my
have to expel the
God.
helium gas, and she looks just like him.
A little bit. You're right.
Just listen to the beginning.
Mm,
Did you catch that? She had to like make this weird breath before she even started talking.
Wait, do it again.
I'm just like, I don't know. I'm kind of retarded, but I got it.
mm.
Like, like she, her whole thing when she can't.
Person who is from ethnic minority background.
She has to breathe after every. Like I kind of feel sorry for this woman.
Oh, that's
can't
because
even
she can barely
speak.
breathe. Her whole body is like crushing her lungs.
You know,
Yeah.
some communities it's actually taboo to, and you know, it's quite a sensitive topic to talk about. So if you're not
Yeah. And yeah, she looks like the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. I don't know. I was cracking up at the way she started, just like, I don't know. That's it. That's just me being a 5-year-old. She's like, she had to like charge before she started speaking.
How are some of these
I'm a child, sorry.
leaders of health? I mean, health of course is
no
not
way.
just. Oh yeah, she's young, and they look like that. They don't have
You
to
know
be
what
the
I
picture
saw?
perfect health, but not that.
Oh my gosh.
That's all I saw this.
Wait.
That's the only thing I saw.
The cheeks do look like hers.
Yeah,
Oh
cheeks
my
puff out at the
God.
bottom. Like,
Oh my god.
I will.
This is it's just a Slytherin in human flesh.
She looks like baby
Please.
Sinclair
Oh my god.
from the dinosaur show. Hold on. You just like got me that. me,
Oh my
like,
god,
thinking that-
she really looks like this one.
Like the baby, the dinosaur, baby Sinclair. Hold on, did you share too? Does it? I'm like baby
Yeah,
from
I'll share
dinosaur show.
afterwards.
Oh
I
my
forgot.
god.
We're really nice people, I promise.
It's just that. That's all I see.
Oh,
Oh,
now
no.
I'm gonna think of this
Cheeks.
Levine, and she's just farting all the time. The heck?
Not the mama. Everyone's saying that. Not the mama. All right. We'll dial it back and stop being so mean. We're so mean. This is for Disparu. I've been saving this.
I'm not.
I
I ain't done anything but
he's like, I'm going
you
harder.
can stop shoving food in her face.
Put the Twinkies down, ma'am. I've been saving this for
Fast and
Disparu, and
Furious.
since I
Step
wasn't here
away
last
from the
week,
chocolate bar.
put it down and back away. I've been saving this for Disparu. I've had this like bookmarked for like 3 weeks.
Blue and not very heavy. Light blue.
Oh God.
It's him and his dad.
That's good. That's good.
That's good.
It's a Christmas cracker joke.
South in the winter. It's too far to walk.
That is good.
This is what I feel like Disparu and his dad do.
Did you hear about the restaurant serving Christmas lunch on the moon?
No.
Great food, no atmosphere.
Yeah, these are basically Christmas cracker jokes.
Beer and a mop.
What?
Look at his little
Always a
head.
beer and a mop.
Yeah.
Well, drinks the beer. He's a skeleton. Stop it.
Oh, it's making me like Tom Hardy more.
It's the best one
I
so
was
far.
shocked. Why can't you trust stairs?
Go on.
Because they're always up to something.
Ah! Dogs can't operate MRI machines, but CAT scan.
The dog. Okay.
Even the dog's embarrassed for him.
Disparu's not impressed
Well,
by Tom Hardy and his dad.
I've got one of my own.
Oh
we go.
gosh.
What does the Enterprise and toilet paper have in common? I don't know. They both circle around Uranus and wiping out Klingons.
So good.
Really good
It's so
one.
good. It's so good.
I've got more.
Listen,
Like, all week I just get Star Trek Chad jokes like thrown at me.
I love a
and
good poop
breastfeeding
joke.
articles, apparently.
Show me the
Oh.
mommy milkers.
All right, before we move forward, I'm gonna get a couple of these supers. Thanks for the love today, guys. Mongoose gifted a membership. Thank you.
Mongo.
And Mark of Reality and Donna. Thank you, Donna. And Poseidon
you.
became a new member. Welcome in, guys. I've got some new emotes. I'm gonna work on some more. I think we need an X-ray and a Disparu one, so I'll work on that.
I have a couple I can probably send you from my folder.
I think I'm gonna do the Disparu one because I was going through my pictures today, and there was a picture of Disparu just like with the little squirrel, and I was like, that's gonna be his.
Oh, will you even see the squirrel though? Because it's so small.
I know. I'll try to like make sure it sticks out,
It's
but
just
people
a
will know.
squirrel.
Like everyone that knows the lore is gonna know.
Mhm.
And Mongoose, thank you for the 2. The more you know. Yes. I told you guys. You better been taking notes. This is Saucy Health class. We will be quizzing you at the end if we remember.
So what does a wolf penis have on it? That's different from a. I'm kidding.
they're like
They both circle Uranus. Wait.
Wait, what? Oh damn! I had no idea.
I said G. The jabroni big time for 2. Calcium cannons to keep the troops fighting strong. I mean, it'll boost morale, I think. I see
Look,
this
you will fight a lot harder for your country if you're out there. Like, if I get back to base, I get to
I'm
have a
getting
bash
them
on those
mommy
cannons.
I seen this article, and it was probably most likely certainly written by a man, and it was like, women, you have to let your husbands, squish your boobs because it relieves stress and they'll live longer. It makes their heart healthier. And you know what? Maybe there's a science behind it.
There
but-
is a science behind having pressure on you. Maybe not necessarily the tits. It could be anywhere. And that releases dopamine to the brain, which is your happy hormone, and then you're happier.
Every
look at
few
hers.
months, that this research goes around on Twitter, and it always goes when you look at boobs, you survive 5 seconds longer or something, or looking at them can improve a man's lifetime. And underneath, it's just a lot of people going, "I'm immortal." That's all that happens.
Oh, no. Every man
yes,
in the
not
chat's like,
confession.
yes, true, yes.
That's why people sleep with weighted blankets sometimes.
Yeah, those are nice.
Or just in a hotel. I don't know what training you go to for a hotel where they train you to tuck the sheets in so tight that you're just trapped. If there's a fire, I'm dead. And there's no way I'm getting out of this now.
Do you think they do that at home too? Because they're so used to
I imagine
doing
so.
that. I feel like I would.
Either
too.
that or it's like
just like a muscle thing now, like muscle memory. You're
memory?
just, yeah.
It
my
could
gosh.
also be the thing, though, where it's like the worst plumbing in anyone's house is in a plumber's. Because I've been doing it all day. The last thing I want to do is get back and sort out
Backed up,
mine.
that sucks. I'm going to sleep.
Yeah, it's like, I've spent 10 hours doing it. You can do it.
I don't know if these guys maybe want to do one. I didn't even think about it. We haven't.
Oh my
done one in a
god,
while,
should
but
we?
We could. I have to
having
go grab
dreams.
something.
While I'm streaming, but I didn't know if we were gonna do shock rolls or not. Chat, yes or no? 1's in the chat for yes, 2's in the chat for no.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let chat choose, even though I know it's gonna be yes.
Yeah. Maybe they'll surprise us.
I did
for
think it was a
once.
weird question to ask. He's
Oh my
like, no,
gosh.
I want to palm off responsibility for the decision I know they're going to
You guys use
make
it all
under them.
black. It
I-
is. If you're
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
real,
Sorry, it's my favorite color as a YouTuber. Maybe I should wear like something else.
Well,
I
the
can't.
only reason people use green screens is because it's not in human flesh. So you could actually chroma key yourself out, and you would
Yeah,
just be
just
like
be-
a floating face.
with this little string just hanging down.
Yeah, lots of your hair would go as well, so you would just be like a bald face.
Let's just see if I can do that on StreamYards. I'm not sure how good the AI
it'll
is.
look.
on
Fun.
this.
I've used it before. It looks so funny. I think the one time when I was like
What-
away, I used one and it looked so funny.
Yeah, StreamYard does like distance detection and stuff, not just chroma keying. I don't
It's
think.
gonna look great, especially if it zooms in on her at any point. It's just gonna be. It's gonna.
Whoa!
Oh, it just
Well-
doesn't see me.
Look
Hello.
at talking to a brick wall.
Oh, oh, there you go.
Oh my God! She can like appear at will. You can do the Homer Simpson
teeth
meme where he
away.
comes out, says something, and then
Oh, yeah.
fades into the hedge.
Oh no!
Oh my God! It's made the inside of your mouth go.
Her mouth is gone. You can still see her little,
Oh.
her little
It,
feet.
it's like X-ray with no teeth.
I feel like I'm part of. Was it the left or the right? I don't remember.
Asian go-
I tell you, that would be truly horrifying if you walk past a brick wall and then just this face appeared out of it.
Hello.
I could be in Gary's. Oh my god. Oh wait, look, my hands show
Oh,
up
no.
really well.
Jacob Marley filling in for extra.
Oh
You're gonna
my
haunt
God.
him for watching Starfleet Academy. It is like this is your torment.
All right,
You
is
made
there-
wrong life decisions.
I'm glad we're entertaining you, Donna.
Well, there's like a sweet spot. Dang it.
Yeah, because there's more detects
This looks
different colors.
this looks more normal. Okay.
Oh, super normal. Who needs
More
hair?
normal.
Yeah,
The Matrix is getting her. She's slowly fading out of existence.
Oh my gosh. Let's not be in Gary's office. Although this actually doesn't look too bad for like a green screen.
No, just don't move and you'll be fine.
yeah. The weird thing is the microphone presumably isn't moving, and that keeps fading in out of existence.
I don't understand that. I'm gonna turn this off. None. There you go. I'll just be a floating head on black.
Oh my gosh. All right. Well, topics. We have some. This one, I didn't ask you guys what you thought about this yet. What do you think of Jacob Elordi as Bond? He's rumored to have had meetings with Dennis Villeneuve to potentially play
Villeneuve.
James Bond in the new 007 film.
I think he's young, but he's
He's
a good
Australian.
actor that I've seen so far. He's done a little bit of action. I've seen him on Euphoria and Frankenstein.
I've
That's it.
seen Euphoria, Frankenstein. I've seen him on Euphoria, not all of it, but Frankenstein, and he was also Elvis in the Priscilla movie.
Was he good?
Yeah, he's good. I think he's a good actor. And I think he has the look. If he's, I mean, obviously, right there, the outfit has it. It's
Change
the
the
hair.
haircut,
Yeah, the
please.
hair. I think they'll do a clean cut. I mean, I'd rather have somebody like this who's attractive and, you know,
He's
I don't think an
very
American.
attractive.
Yeah, I don't think an
I
American.
don't think he
would
looks
do
like Bond at all.
Well,
All
I
his
think that-
pictures are really scruffy.
But I think that's what I mean. If they fix his hair, you know what I mean? They
he
could
looks
change
more
it.
well.
I think he looks more like Bond than Daniel Craig. Like I think he would do better.
Well, Daniel
like, if-
Craig is the worst Bond, though.
Yeah,
I
he's like,
mean,
that's not a
he's-
good comparison. Yeah, I
Daniel
would never
Craig
gone
was the
with
first
him.
female Bond. It was always going to be a problem. They need somebody like Pierce Brosnan. But you can take any
Oh,
picture.
yeah.
Just pick any picture of Pierce Brosnan. He looks like Bond.
Yeah.
Like, that guy is in a tux, and yet he still looks like a working class miner going to his first criminal court case. He's just gone into Marks and Spencer's and bought a suit because he's about to go down to prison. That is what that is. He looks like a sack of potatoes in a suit. And then he did a GQ thing where they've put him in as much camp stuff as possible, which is good.
He's also in that new movie that what is it? Wuthering Heights.
Wuthering
that-
Heights
Wuthering
with
Heights.
oh
Margot.
with the most like Margot seems like she's forgotten that she is like in a relationship. Is it like
Those pictures.
yeah? So
Here's
this
one
would
that's
be
a little
him in a
bit better.
suit. He looks a little better.
Oh my gosh, we pulled up the same. I didn't see you were doing that because I was looking
What?
on another tab. We got the same picture.
He doesn't
Yeah.
look like Bond, but also he's Australian, so
Yeah, I
to
still
me,
think he's better
to me
than
that to me
American.
alone, that is just no.
He's-
But it's an Amazon property now, and Amazon is an American company, so they won't care about anything like that. So I can
yeah.
understand why it's been done.
I do think
And
I
it's
want
been
to see
done
what
with
they
a
do
foreign
with them.
director, so he won't care either.
Oh.
This is what happens when you start getting foreigners involved with it. They're all like, well, why can't somebody else do this? It's like, well,
Yeah,
it's
I
a
think.
British IP.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think an American would do a good job as Bond.
No.
I think that they could, if they clean him up properly, which I think they will. We'll see, though. It's hard to have faith at all. I mean, the
And
fact
it's
that
just
they
a
did,
rumor.
yeah, it's just a rumor. But I
And there
think
have been, I've seen like 50 people. Oh, he's already going to be the next Bond. So at one point,
Yeah.
I even heard what was it? The current Spider-Man, who's like, oh, he's got to be Bond. And,
No,
like, they've
please
had
no.
everyone.
okay, between
Tom
him
Holland?
and Tom Holland, who would be more?
Oh,
like,
I would rather
masculine?
Lordy.
Yeah, me too. What do you guys think of, speaking of Spider-Man, of the rumor about Toby in Doomsday?
That
Oh,
is an idiotic move.
I think it's a bad move. I think it's just bad writing because they're saying, well, they're going to kill him in that. It's going to make people.
it's also not really a rumor.
Well, I know they're saying it's a rumor. It's confirmed pretty much. But, and then they're bringing him back in, what is it? What is the next one?
Secret Wars.
Secret Wars. So it's like what they're doing. I feel like this is so lazy. And you guys know that Toby's my favorite Spider-Man. So I do not want to see him die on screen, first off. But they're not like, they're
You're
bringing
going
him
to see
back, so-
everybody die on screen. Like, apparently, like most of the people that have been cast are going to die and then probably return in the next one.
But that's so dumb. It's
yeah.
like they want to pull on the heartstrings. They want to make that like an emotional move, but it's so boring. It's
don't-
lazy.
Well, with the writing that they've had previously within the last two phases, they can't write characters to make a death an impact that will be good. I remember the one of the most horrific deaths was the Fantastic Four, and they killed
Oh, with John
John
Krasinski.
Krasinski so viciously, and I'm like, I don't like this. Why would you do this? So
God, he would've
what?
been
Are we gonna
so
get
much-
death
Yeah, but-
like that in this one?
Yeah, but it
That's why I think
really
it's
seems
lazy.
it really seems from all the all the talk and just the descriptions of it that they are trying to repeat Infinity War, and they got it in Infinity War. And if you just look at the first, not the last they shouldn't have released the last teaser. Those people shouldn't be in the movie. But if you look at the first three, they did understand the tone that they needed to make. I do agree with that, and. If you can just make that into and it's far harder to make something into a longer movie than it is a minute trailer where you don't have to actually do anything, you just say the words. But if they can take it seriously and people do die for each other and they're fighting for their family and their planet and their planets, their daughters and stuff, I don't think it's that hard to make the audience care about somebody dying to protect their family or somebody seeing their entire family wiped out in front of their eyes. I think that will get anyone. And I'm also not against nostalgia as a thing. I don't think it's particularly because I liked Picard season 3. I didn't like the story, but I liked the nostalgia. I thought that was the best bit about the series. So
Yeah, I just think it's lazy. It's the same because of what they've been doing with like someone dies, but oh no, you go to another multiverse and that person's alive. There's no stakes. I don't want to see Toby die. Just let him get old. It's not like I want to see him put the suit back on and be old man Spider-Man forever, right? But there's no reason. I don't want to see him die. Just let him go. Just let him go. I don't need to see that. 'Cause just let
Something
him go,
was-
please.
something was raised in FNT, and I think Ryan just threw it out as a random idea. But as it's like, oh, that's actually a good idea. It's like if Loki is there controlling the time streams, you're seeing all these time streams get destroyed. Then it would make sense for like Loki to pull out key people in order to then go forth and save people in the next movie. So yes, you would see all these people die, but actually they've been pulled out of time. So you're not doing the multiversal trick of having a new person that's also them. It's just they were pulled out. And that's been done loads. That was done in What If and everything. And it doesn't have to be Loki, it could be anything. But as an idea, I think they can probably do it. The issue with that is, I think that's a problem for the second movie. Because now, you're like, well, all of these deaths meant nothing, so you've just undermined the first movie.
I think they want to reset the MCU to whatever they're going to do. So they're going to be able to go on this next new phase of adventures that is a clean slate for them.
What,
I mean,
what
it
you
would
do
be the
with that
smartest thing to do.
Yeah.
is you do what CW did. You do Crisis on Infinite Earths, not the storyline, but that kind of thing, where you essentially either merge everything into one world, or you just seal off all the multiverse. And then you go off into the future, and all the people that you want for the future are on this one world. And then you can't pull this anymore.
It'll if they do that and they do it successfully, which I have very much a huge doubt that they can do, it would be the reset that they would need. And I mean, Robert last night was very like, go watch it. I think it'll be good. And as I take everything with a grain of salt, we'll see.
It seems like all this stuff is getting leaked, right? We're getting all these trailers. Like, how many more are we gonna get if this doesn't come out till is it November or December?
Well, we know there's
December.
a Doom one, which is going to be a full trailer.
Yeah,
that's been talked about, but we don't know when it's coming out.
Yeah, there's that, and then they're gonna do all these mini trailers. We're getting, like I said, these leaks like about Toby. It's like, are they doing this because they don't have faith in the movie and they want to make sure people come and actually watch? So they're trying to build up all this hype.
I don't think that they don't have faith in the movie, but they're trying to build hype around it. And as Disper said, these teasers we're getting have the right connotation, I think, that we're looking for. So if they continue this momentum, then great. But I have learned that I don't trust Marvel or Disney. So it's going to take a lot more than teasers and trailers to bring me back.
But the teasers also proved that, yes, they know the right tone, and yet they still can't provide it to you. So the first three, it was like fatherhood. Then the next one was war, duty, honor, daughter. Then the third one was, if you're going to die, face it on your feet, because it matters the kind of man you are when you go out. All great. All really serious in tone. You can build great themes about that. You can build character interactions and motion about that and everything. And then they put the fourth one in, which was the Black Panther crew meeting the Fantastic Four, and it's jokes. And like, so all you did there is undercut the first three. And that's the problem with the movie. They always put the jokes in to undermine the thing before it. And they did it in their own teasers.
Jokes. It has to be done well. Like, I feel like K-pop Demon Hunters, they did the jokes at the right time for that IP. It was fantastic. I enjoyed watching it. A lot of people enjoyed watching it. It was one of the biggest movies last year. Marvel with their crappy jokes at every possible moment. It's so irritating now because it's like it undercuts such an emotional part that you're gonna walk away from the theater being like, oh my gosh, that was one of my favorite parts because it hurt. Or like, if imagine they brought all the Spider-Man back in Brand New Day and they undercut it with a joke.
Yeah, that's what I mean. They did it like you said, K-pop Demon Hunters. There were very, very serious moments in that, and they didn't undercut it with a joke. They let them simmer. They let it sit. They didn't throw a joke in during a serious moment. And Marvel does that all the time.
They did. The moment when they were fighting the big bad. Do you remember when the two girls, the pink-haired girl and the one with the short hair, the one girl was like, she saw the abs and was like, "What? No abs," and then cuts it.
Yeah, but that fits for that type of thing. I mean, like when what's the main with the purple hair? Is that Rumi? Which one is that? The
Rumi, yeah.
That is Rumi. Okay, like when she's going through her stuff, they like kind of let it, they let you feel it. But still, K-pop Demon Hunters, it's okay. That was like an animated family movie. You could do that, but like with Marvel, it's like somebody important dies and it's just like, well, that happened. Like you know what I mean? They throw dumb jokes in like that. And it's just
It matters when you're doing. So Alchemy of Souls, it has like 4 genres in the same TV series. It's got your sort of your anime serious fighting thing, then there's a romance section, then there's a comedy section, then there's like and they've all got different music, and it's like a different tone is set. They're in different settings, there's different groups of people. The comedy is often done while they're eating, and so as you go into the scene, you know what genre you're about to expect. In the middle of a fight, they don't joke because people are dying. It's a serious moment, and that's pretty much what everyone's life is. You will have serious times and then have jokey times, and as long as you get the emotion you're expecting, it's fine. And Marvel could have done that with having, well, you've got Deadpool, that's the comedy movie, or this is the comedy character, that so when he's in a scene, you know he's going to be joking around, but other people will be serious and taking it seriously. their problem was everyone was the comedian, and so no one was taking anything seriously. And it's like, I think it's because they don't take superheroes as a genre seriously. They seem as like, oh, well, we have to do these kind of movies. But the artistic movies, the Oscar movies, are a different genre.
They're just as much of a joke.
Yeah, I think you were seeing everyone looking down on it, essentially. But in this one, even Thor has come out and gone, no, we let the comedy get away with us. And I don't want to do that again. I think he even said we had too much fun making the movie.
I've got so many tabs open right now. It's like disprove. I have 2 different like browsers with a bunch of tabs.
A good one now is
popped up.
A good one now would be the Taika Waititi one, because that's a similar kind of LinkedIn topic.
This. Yeah, no, I was going to talk about Sam Raimi and Spider-Man and then his Batman thing, but we can get into that in a minute.
That'll be later.
The Taika Waititi one is.
But no, I just saw a Margot
Star
Robbie
Wars and comedy
and Jacob Elordi thing that I wish I would have saw before we moved on, but that we could just cover that later.
That's okay. They're confused, or she's confused. I don't think he's confused, but she's confused.
Yeah. Okay, so Taika Waititi says his upcoming Star Wars movie will harness a little more of fun from the original films. The stakes are very high, and they are serious. There are serious things going on, but there's also a lot of fun to be had. I don't believe him, or at least I don't think his type of fun is what we want to see.
I believe him.
This was like, I think you will.
I think you will get I think you will get Thor: Love and Thunder in Star Wars. When he says fun,
happen in Star Wars.
Well, I saw him. He did a remake of, I can't remember what it is. It was like a kid show. It was the last thing he did, and it was just every single line had something wrong with it. It was all Taika Waititi. Taika Waititi is. I think I even retweeted this and said I want Taika Waititi to do stand up comedy at my funeral, because then at least I'll know everyone's not laughing and taking it seriously. He is the most unfunny person on the face of the planet.
Man,
and yet he's always like, I want to put comedy in everything.
So I've never watched Love and Thunder, and I never watched his gay pirate show, but he made Blackbeard gay. So I don't trust him. Okay, like you took like actual pirates and turned it gay, like
the wrong kind of beard, Taika.
Exactly. Hey, what are you gonna say, X-Ray?
I don't remember.
I'm sorry,
but I don't think there should be comedy in Star Wars. At least not like slap humor. Comedy in Star Wars is very like deadpan, very British, if anything. Mm-hmm. No one's making like fart jokes or anything like that.
Well, I mean, look at Jar Jar Binks. He went down so well. Everyone really loves the comic relief character, don't they?
Oh,
that guy almost
Jar Jar Binks
deleted
failed so
himself
hard
in real life because of how bad that character failed.
Jar Jar Binks failed so hard, people have rewritten history to make him a Sith Lord. That's the only way to be serious about it.
I mean, him as a Sith Lord, the way he talks would be really funny.
It would be. Oh man, I think I've told the story, but I have like a personal like thing against Jar Jar because one of my mom's friend's sons, young kid, had like a Jar Jar action figure, and he was super into Star Wars, right? Like the prequels, and he'd be like, "I'm Jar Jar Binks," and he would just come to me with the thing, and I'm like. It drove me nuts every time we went over there. This little boy is like, "I'm Jar Jar Binks," and put it in my face. And I'm like, I hate that. I hate this character now with a passion. But yeah, I don't know. I don't trust Taika Waititi.
No.
Whatever.
Waititi.
What? Yeah.
What titty?
Send him to the front lines.
Oh my gosh. Let me get a couple of these supers, guys. I was supposed to do that earlier and then I just kind of moved forward. I'm sorry. Down under Daz for 10 Australian. I asked the ex-girlfriend if she wanted me to pick up fish and chips on the way home from work, but she just grunted at me. I think she still regrets letting me name the twins.
I read ahead on that one.
I figured.
Oh, I get it.
That's a good one.
I really wanted real fish and chips though.
Oh man, I do too. So good.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you for another 5. Disprove, have you seen Kashiro? People have superpowers, but they come at a cost.
Yeah, it's actually like it's
cost?
Cash Hero. So this guy, whenever he punches anyone with force, or if he gets injured and has to heal himself, it literally spends his money. And so he constantly needs to have cash on him in order to fuel his superpowers. So he always thought his dad was like this broke ass that never did anything for the family, when really he was trying to save people. And then you've got his wife who's like, I just want to buy a house. And he's there burning all of their cash to save people. I've seen the first 4 or something. I haven't seen the
Cool
entire series.
concept, honestly.
Yeah. Like, his dad's like, because when he does it, I think he drops like 1% of the money on the floor in change. So he starts like, you have to pick up every penny because you'll need it all.
I need it to pay for my heroing, okay?
James, hi. Thank you for the £2. And Hokies for 20. Thank you, Hokies. I threw my dog a ball. Extravagant, I know, but she looks gorgeous in an evening gown. Oh.
Hokies!
Okay. He's taking over for Corey tonight, clearly. Saw, thank you so much for the 10. Hi, beautiful, wicked, and X-ray girl, and Disparu. A truckload of glue crashed on the highway. Traffic was stuck for hours. Disparu, I have your Star Trek post on Twitter. It was -10 this morning. Oof, stay warm,
Yeah, it's
everybody that
cold.
is in the
Northern
winter storm
area.
in the northern area. Yeah. Ooh.
If you start liking Star Trek jokes on Twitter, you will just get them in your feed. Like this one.
Oh, no.
Back on Earth, it's a 5-minute walk from my house to the pub, but it's 45 minutes when I'm drunk. The difference is staggering.
Honestly, I remember some like adventures when you go to the pub. It's such a quick walk, and then when you come home, you're like, "I'm at the park. I'm at this. I'm blah, get distracted. There's a dog. There's a werewolf." I joked about the werewolf, by the way. But I've seen coyotes in my neighborhood.
Is there another
Uh-oh.
one? Oh, sorry.
Yeah. If you're having hole problems, I feel bad for you, son. I got 99 problems, but a breach ain't one.
Oh my god. A
They just
breaching one?
like they just keep like every day. This is another one.
Man.
A breaching one?
Speaking of breaches, Jabroni says,
Well,
I like movies.
got
I'm
a couple
so
of breaches for you.
It's just like sinking in right now.
Thank you, Jabroni. And also, everyone knows Australia isn't even a real country. It's a soundstage in New Zealand.
Yeah. Just
Darren,
drunken New Zealanders.
well, it checks out. Thank you for the 20, Darren. My sentiment for Marvel, Star Wars, and Star Trek is a combo Kirk and Spock had in ST6. Kirk, don't trust them, don't believe them. Spock, they are dying. Kirk, let them die.
Incredibly based.
Damn.
And Ian with a 50 pounds. Thank you, Ian. Taika did used to be funny. I was gonna say didn't
I was
because I just,
Freudian
like, my
slip
brain.
there.
I know. But when he was at his New Zealand roots, he was a writer on Flight of the Conchords. He is brilliant, a brilliant example of how Hollywood can wreck someone. Interesting.
What-
I had never. Have you seen any of that, Disparu or X-Ray? Like any of
No.
his?
No, but when
No.
that happens, and it's happened to a lot of people, when people are like, oh, they used to make all this good stuff. It's like, when you look into it,
Were they
There was
the
people on-
primary person on the role, though, was the question.
there was always people around them. And even if it was all their creativity, there was often someone above them who could go, no, that's ass, don't do that. No, that's ass, don't do
Yeah.
that. And so you end up with like a cut down version. Then they get to Hollywood because they're successful. And suddenly, I can do whatever I want to have total creative control. And actually, their taste is awful.
Also,
so-
Ian is sober. I can tell.
She can tell by the
For
writing.
now.
Are you his sober coach now?
Well,
He-
Ian was on a roll last night.
Yeah.
He made fun
he
of
sa-
Just Bruce's haircut.
He sent a super chat into FNT that was literally, what on earth was that joke I told 10 minutes ago? And it was like, he heard his own joke back and was like, that what?
He literally was like, I thought tea was a good
Hollywood wrecks a lot
idea
of people.
until I had to use 2 tubs of aloe vera.
What?
Think about that. I used to think tea is sexy, I think was the super chat.
Oh no. What's this? Did I miss something?
Is Epic Mike still beautiful? What? He's always beautiful. What's
Yeah.
wrong with you?
Why even question that? All right. Well, just bringing
Epic
this
Mike the
back
Bond.
Yes, Epic Mike. Yes.
Just because we were talking about this earlier and it popped up a little too late for me. Just to show you guys what X-Ray was talking about with these two, at least with Margot, because she's married. Margot Robbie reveals that Jacob Elordi filled her room with roses on Valentine's Day while they were shooting Wuthering Heights. You made my day and asked Heathcliff filled my room with roses, and it was so cute. I remember thinking, oh, he's probably a very good boyfriend. It wasn't just the gesture of the roses; it was the thing written from Heathcliff and the little tombstone thing. Okay, first off, like she felt it doesn't matter what color. I was like, I wonder what color, because if it's red roses, that means they were probably red.
That's such a Gen Z thing to think about the color of the roses meaning certain
Isn't
stuff.
it like? But doesn't red mean love? And then like I don't know.
I
Well,
don't know.
roses are red. Like, if everyone thinks of roses, you think of red
Yeah,
roses.
that's true.
So
But
I don't
anyways,
think
it
red
doesn't
roses would mean
matter.
anything. It would be if you deliberately chose a different color, it might mean something.
Maybe, but I'm guessing they probably were. But it doesn't matter the color of what I'm saying is because he filled her room with them, so that means something. I'm wondering like how her husband feels, because wait until this movie comes out. We're seeing clips and like fingers and mouths and just all this like very sensual stuff. And yes, she's married. That's the thing. He's not. She is.
Well,
and just her.
It's not even this. So she had another interview quote from herself telling Fandango that she became codependent with Elordi during the filming. I found myself starting to look around to see where he was. I was really unnerved and unmoored, and I felt quite lost, like a kid without their blanket or something.
Oh. I
Now-
think
I
some
fell in
Hollywood
love.
scandal is going to happen. She's probably going to get divorced, and they're probably going to start dating.
Well, there's two ways it can go, right? Because the entire film is for book-talk perverts. It's so they can do this, and they're basically watching an adult movie on a big screen. That's all it is. So either this is all true, in which case yes, they're going to have a divorce, or they're just playing it up for the book-talk perverts,
Like
so that they
this.
can ship both of
maybe
them.
marketing for the movie. Yeah. Yeah.
'Cause
That makes
It would be smart if they did market this way. Also dumb if they didn't.
Well,
I mean,
this
look
on
at what
purpose.
happened with
It's
Sydney
not
Sweeney
new.
during that one movie. Her and Glenn Powell. Everyone was like, "Oh my gosh, they're having an affair," and like now the movie's done, and they don't. I don't think they even like hang out or anything anymore.
It's not new. I can't remember which one was the first one to do it, but there was one that got praised for it, and then everyone started doing it. Like the Superman couple, they were all over each other in everything. Then in the Fantastic
yeah.
Four, if you looked at, I can't remember her name, but the mother, she was always having her arms on everyone on the carpet. She was gathering them together, and at one point she was like leaning over Pedro, like all right over him, reclining, and she even says in the interview, "This is apparently how couples sit." Which means that she didn't decide to sit that way. She was told to sit that way because that's how couples sit. And so there has been this thing of, in all the marketing, you have to act like your characters are. So this could just be an extension. There was even, what is it, the Naked Gun remake.
Yeah,
They started,
pretend
they're
together.
together, and they were seen out, and there was leaked photos of them and stuff.
And it was
And that
a
was-
big thing because he hadn't been with anybody since his wife died like 10 years ago. So
Yeah.
everyone's like,
It's
"Oh my
all
gosh,
fake.
he found love." I know. It was sad because people were like,
All
"Yay,
publicity,
happy
which
for
is-
him."
I hate that.
I know that's where we are now. But it used to be like tabloids, right? But now there's social media, so things are everywhere, and people dive more deeper into it. Like I said, with like Sydney Sweeney and Glenn Powell, they're like, "Oh, she's cheating on her fiance with him," and I don't know if he had a fiance too. And there was this big thing, and then like after the movie was done, and the hype was over, that you never see them together. They're like,
Well, no, she's good friends with them. I don't think they were.
I think
together.
I don't think they were together. They're friends, but like everyone's trying to paint it that way. Like, look at their chemistry and they're cheating, and you know.
What I think happened is that marketing departments are generally female. At this point, they will all have been raised on like Book Talk and TikTok and all that kind of stuff. So they will be the shippers in the marketing department, and so they're just making marketing for them. And like, this will drive all the shippers wild. And to be honest, for Wuthering Heights, it works. But if you try it for Superman, I was like, what is happening here? Are you cheating on your husband? And so I do think if it is a marketing tactic, I think it's a good marketing tactic for this because of the audience.
Yeah, but the audience, I can't. That stuff is. I remember I had a friend that was really into like the 50 Shades of Grey and like Magic Mike stuff, and she took me to go see. And she's like, "So afterwards, you went to the movies," and I was like, "I got nothing. I'm not gonna go see the sequels. Like, I don't. This is not my type of stuff." She's like,
Damn.
but you gotta read the book, and I was like, "No, I don't think I will. Like, it's cool.
Yeah.
This is your thing. I'm happy for
I wouldn't
you.
either.
I'm happy for you, but I don't. This is not my thing." Yeah, but this, I don't know. They look good together, so I'm sure
I
people will love it.
periodically dive into weird book talk rabbit holes or articles about
God.
the
You
publishing
dive in
industry.
every weird rabbit hole you can find. Though, let's be real.
That's true. That's true.
That's a promise.
Hey!
But it's just like every time you go in, there's more ever degenerate filth. I'm like, oh, it's been 6 months and you've got worse. Congratulations.
We just like one-upping each other, okay? When it comes to book talk.
Well, it's long been commented that the about male stuff is that, well, one's a gateway thing, and then that stops out to having an effect, so it just gets more degenerate over time. But we're seeing this in publishing, and the difference is, while the male stuff was just kept private, this is being marketed, this is being put in movies. I would not be surprised if you see some of the really, I like if milking, I would be, if someone, we're making a milking farm movie, I would 100% believe it.
Oh God, can you imagine who would be the Minotaur? That would be,
I hope it's Pedro.
He's not manly enough for that role.
He's not manly enough for
I
most
bet
of
he
the
can
roles
produce a lot.
He could be a real furry.
You could have like Tom Holland as a dwarf.
Oh no. Well, in other news here, I'm sure you guys have all heard, and my co-host here may have even covered this. Not this exactly, but Christina, whatever her name is from Birds of Prey, yes, is doing Batman, which is a horrible choice. And this is my theory on that. I pulled this up because this is a segue from this little topic here. I think that James Gunn knows that he may be out after the. Let's face it, Netflix is going to be buying Warner Brothers, okay? But once that happens, they're probably going to move him out for somebody better. So he may be trying to just like take everything down with him, because I know he's not smart. No, maybe not a rational thinker, clearly, but in what
I could 100% see him being like backstabby and
that's what I mean. Like, so he's like, who, like, if you're trying to think like legit, like, oh, who could take care of Batman? She would be great. Both of her movies failed. They were awful. Audiences hated them. Let's
One
put
got
her
shelved.
on Batman. Yeah. And, so let's put her on. And then meanwhile, you've got someone like Sam Raimi, who has proven himself in the superhero genre. Hello. Listen, we'll cut off Spider-Man 3.
I mean, yeah, he made Multiverse of Madness. It was, what a banger.
It was, but Superman 1 and 2, or sorry, Spider-Man 1 and 2 were fantastic. Those like kind of made way
2 decades
for
ago.
I know, but it doesn't mean that he still can't write. You tell me you wouldn't rather have him on Batman than Christina?
Well, I wouldn't have either of them. I would have someone that's actually making good movies now, and
Well,
he
he
made
hasn't.
Multiverse of Madness.
Yeah, that's
In
true.
that interview that he says, I love Batman, I couldn't get the rights. That was from like 2021, 2022, that interview. This is not a current
This isn't current.
interview.
No, they're just bringing it up because Batman's in the news.
The news brought it up because, I mean, he probably is still interested if he wanted to do it, but would he is the question. I don't know. I don't want Batman right now. I want everything to be shelved for a few years and let Hollywood fix itself before going.
Let
and seeing all
Hollywood
this
burn
crap.
and then rebuild, and then we'll get some good stuff.
Look, I've said before that they could just fire everyone, and people are like, you can't fire everyone because you'll lose too much political capital. It's like, well, okay, don't fire everyone. Just set up a new department, and this entire new department is just, we're making the most base stuff we can. And you can still make all your other crap if you really want to, but this entire thing is just full of base people that piss off the rest of Hollywood. And then you can give them the rights.
We should use Vera's idea for.
What's that?
She's like, I said, like, let's just open our own gaming studio. We were talking about all the crap going on with Ubisoft and everything. And she said her idea was if she ever wins the lottery, she wants to open up a gaming studio, hire all these horrible people, have them spend years making a game, and then right before it's about to launch, cancel it and fire them all. And
You
just,
link
like,
all of
ruin-
their wages to the success of the
really-
game.
She's really like long run with this, and she's like, and then she's like, then I get my revenge. Like, let's just do that
But
with Hollywood.
you still have to pay them for however many years of their
Yeah.
working. That'd be the only
Well, if you pay them in
backfiring thing.
shares,
But
you
that's
get
why she
all of
said
these
if she
woke
wins
people.
the
You're like, we will
lottery.
make the wokest game. Whatever ideology, we will go as far as you want. We will make the absolute most extreme, revolutionarily idea thing, like the ultimate in propaganda. But you're going to have to put your money where your mouth is. Like, if this is a huge success, we all take 1% of the company or something,
Should
and then
we
you just have
call
them work.
it
Relooted.
Redustborn?
Yeah.
Reborn or dust
Record, redustcorn, like Concord, and I don't know, man. I'm trying to think, and it's not working.
Bankrupt.
Parsmany X. Oh, jeez.
We're trying to infiltrate the market and beat down the white man.
We
Listen,
just call it
X-ray
like
already has a blue
end
wig.
state
She's a step ahead of us.
capitalism.
All she needs to do is put on the blue wig. I got my Balma one. Like, we're ready. We've
You
got
got
the
a blue wig
wigs.
too.
Yeah, so we can just go in and be like, oh my god, like white people suck, and then we get hired.
I think I might need to be the face of this company, although we're either white or white adjacent. So
Yeah,
we might need to get.
Asians are now white adjacent. They don't count apparently.
Yeah, we might need like Jane Theory to like cosplay.
Yeah,
Borrow
she
one of
goes
our
in
wigs.
charge of HR, and then she hires you too.
Yes, we're gonna infiltrate.
I don't know if I'll put up this front for that long, though. That's the only thing.
I think our facial expressions would eventually give us away. Be like in meetings.
Yeah. Oh my God. We want to make this black girl
Yes.
with, I don't know, the nose ring. And
You just walk
Definitely.
in and
Protect
like across the entire like there's a huge reception and there's just a huge like projected picture of Pedro Pascal on the wall as the moment you walk through.
all
Like,
right, this is
he's our
how we're
hero.
interviewing. Do you like him or do you not? You like him? Hired.
Do you
Got
remember
it.
G4? One of G4's interview questions is, what is wrong with Batman? Not Batman. Yeah, it was Batman. What is wrong with him?
Oh yeah, the white man thing.
Uh-huh. You had to
Yeah,
say
yeah.
he was white, he was rich, and he beat up mentally disabled people. Well, mentally ill people. That was the correct response. And if you go, but I like Batman, you didn't get hired.
You have to, you can't like the white ones unless they're self-shaming whites.
Like, he was everything. He was a capitalist. He went out solving crime. Can't do that.
You can't
Can't
put
have
people in
that.
jail
No.
unless
Yeah,
they
well-
have, bad memes. I see UK.
They had a
see.
problem within punching Joker in the face. I say, yeah, but Joker is trying to slaughter loads of people. Like, he's getting punched in the face while he's trying to kill thousands of people.
Well, they like people like Marilyn Manson, so you have to take
Mhm.
everything with a grain of salt when it comes to.
That's why I would never work there. I'm not having a rib removed.
Oh yeah. Oh my gosh. This Drew knows all. He reminds us of all the stuff that we tried to get out of our heads from those years.
I saw a meme before. It was like, people think memes were invented on the internet, but the greatest meme that ever existed is a load of school children convinced the entire world that Marilyn Manson had a rib removed so he could sock himself. And there was no communication, but every single school distributed this across the world.
Wait, that was a
Wi-
thing?
It was a
Without
thing.
the internet. Yeah, everyone knew.
Ex-
It's in
I didn't know what it
America, and I
meant.
remember
I'm
it
like-
over here.
I didn't
I don't
know. Like,
remember
I
this.
remember hearing the rib remove thing, and little me was just like, "Why? Ew!" And I had no idea.
Women.
And it was all a lie. Children just made it up and it spread.
Kids are amazing, and I love that.
They're like, you know what? I heard this from
The
Patricia.
spread
and
of misinformation.
Patricia's mom knows somebody in the industry, like, and then you're like, because there's always that one girl that was just like so confident. It's probably like a lawyer now, like that would just sit there on the bus and be like,
Yeah.
That makes
"Listen."
sense, to be honest.
All right. Let me get a couple supers and we'll move forward. Iris, thank you for being a member for 11 months, almost 1 year. I read the whole free run manga and am watching the new season on Crunchyroll. Easily the best thing I've seen in the last decade. So, at least a decade. Sorry. So I haven't started the new season yet because before you guys yell at me, you dub. I'm waiting for the dub because me and
Based.
Drew are on the same wavelength. I don't want to read
Jujutsu
it.
Kaisen season 3 still not dubbed. The moment
Yeah.
it's dubbed, I'll watch it.
I'm waiting for the dub.
The thing is, chat, should I stop watching Demon Slayer and watch Frieren instead? Just from a just binary
Finish
choice.
Frieren. I think you should because then we can
Because I'm
even
up to
talk about
episode
it, 'cause
15 of Demon Slayer, and I'm like, I really don't see what
I
all the
never-
appeal is.
I didn't get into it, but to be fair, I haven't watched a lot of Demon Slayer, but Frieren, I got very into it. But yeah,
It's like
I haven't,
15 episodes. I think I should be hooked on it by now.
Yeah.
But nothing doesn't seem to be going particularly anywhere. It's just, oh, now we're fighting a different guy. What are you going to do this time? Well, I'm going to swing my sword at it. It's like, great. It doesn't seem very... It's not like
Yeah.
Psycho-Pass. There's not much to it.
Yeah, finish Frieren. Like I said, I'm waiting for this season 2. I have a bunch of friends too who were like on the same length. I don't like watching subs. I hate that I'm missing stuff on the screen because I gotta sit there and read. I know I understand that some dubs are bad. Free Run's not a bad dub though, not at all. Yeah, I never got into Demon Slayer.
This is the second or third time I've tried to get into it, and this is the furthest I've got, and I'm 15 in, and I'm sorry,
Yeah.
just fights. But the characters or anything.
Yeah.
They haven't even done particularly much with his sister.
Well, I don't think it's that he doesn't have time. I think that he's just kind of losing interest. So he's like, should I move back over to Free Run? Yes.
Well, it's more a which one first kind of thing. It's like, yeah, they'll be sitting there in 5 years. It's not like there's a rush. But between the two, what I'm essentially asking is which one's better.
Well, I can't answer that, but the fact that I easily got into Free Run and not Demon Slayer would point towards Free Run. Let's see. Chris Nicholson, thank you for the 5. Try the hundreds of roses on Valentine's Day thing on a married coworker in any job and see how well that works out. I know, right? Could you imagine doing that like an office job? The husband's going to come in and be like, ready.
It's a come on. There's no other way
It
to
would be an
take sending
HR.
flowers to someone on Valentine's Day. Like, yes, if you've worked with someone, you could send them flowers as a thank you and not mean anything. On Valentine's Day, rose it, no.
Means something. Valentine's Day means like a lot to a lot of girls, okay? Especially girly girls.
Well, it's also
We'll have
roses.
We can have Galentine's Day. I like that. That's fun
Dump
to do
him!
with friends. Oh gosh, all that. I'm not saying anything against actual Valentine's Day, but it's fun for like to make it like a friend thing too, where you're just kind of like watching chick flicks and stuff. Not on Valentine's Day, but their girls do that, like where you have like your girls' night out to support like the single friends that are like not happy on Valentine's Day, I guess. I don't know. But we were talking about what you missed. X-Ray was he was asking if he should stop Demon Slayer and finish Free Run, and most of the chat said yes, and I said yes.
Free Run over
Season
Demon
1,
Slayer.
yeah.
Sorry.
No, Demon Slayer doesn't seem that good. I'm, like I say, 15 episodes in because you're away. It's just, doesn't seem to be going anywhere. Doesn't even have any more depth now than the first episode.
It is not as in depth with the character development that Frieren does. I think Frieren has a lot more. Like by episode 3 or 4, you're like really in there. You think it's something that's very light, but it's not. And I think the time travel that they do with the stories that you learn in the last episode I watched, mwah, it was beautiful. It was absolutely beautiful. And I heard your last little bit about dub versus sub. So I can't wait for you to watch it.
Soon, hopefully. Schick, thanks for the $4.99. Bills just interviewed Ted Lasso for head coach today. Gordon, bomb day from the Mighty Ducks is tomorrow. Yeah, I'm not even like fully paying attention to that because they're interviewing so many coaches. And it's like, well, just bring Sean back, please. That's what Buffalo wants. Sorry, sports talk, guys. Ian, thank you for the 50 pounds. Based head office is Disparu sitting on a desk, smiling at the faces pitching ideas, knowing he's going to bin them all so he can make a film about a milk-loving squirrel.
You'd never believe how much a squirrel produces. It's amazing. It would put anything in Milking Farm to shame.
Wait, are we talking
Yeah, they're
about...
like 99% juice. They actually deflate.
You could actually make a wholesome, like, animated cartoon about a milk that just is obsessed with, like,
Milking squirrels.
I'm sorry, a squirrel that's
a
obsessed
squirrel
with
that's
milk.
obsessed with milk until he milks himself and then...
The
That is
Tetracell
not
White.
that is not kid friendly anymore.
I think it'd be a great idea. Let's do it.
Let's do it. This Peru animated pictures coming soon.
He wants to be the hero everyone wants, but
Like,
He
look,
likes to
you know
milk
what you're
himself.
going into when you go for his film. He's always after someone's nuts. That's the problem with him.
especially his own.
Did you guys see this? So I haven't watched Return to Silent Hill yet. Have you guys? The movie? It just released this week.
No.
Yeah, it just came out. It's
Is it following any specific?
yeah, it's James. I think we watched the trailer. We watched so many trailers and stuff. It kind of gets mixed in.
I
I'm
don't
gonna go see
remember
it
this
next week.
trailer, to be honest.
Oh.
I watched
what-
the
I
last
think-
Silent Hill movie.
I think Robert Meyer Burnett spoke about this. I think he said he went to watch Mercy, which is Chris Pratt's film, and wanted to blow his brains out. And then he watched this and he said it wanted me to go inside the hole and then scoop out my brain of anything that was left with a spoon.
Yeah,
So-
the ratings were very bad on this, but I always
wasn't
think
a very positive review of the movie.
Wow.
no, and the ratings
That's
are bad.
the review.
Um,
Scoop out his
so-
brains.
Return to Silent Hill director on receiving death threats from passionate game fans and filming an epic horror fantasy on a $23 million budget. Like, that's insane.
And then you sucked. Like, I'm sorry, horror films have been filmed on less.
Oh yeah. There's,
Yeah,
there's no need for it. Especially Silent Hill. Well, let's face it, most of the set is smoke. You see very little of it. It's just all fog.
On green screen for the most part.
Oh, wow.
Maybe a couple houses.
Yeah, you look at the reviews there, but I'm gonna watch it because Vara and I are gonna review it next week. But the ratings are awful. Oh, you got
And
it.
not many people are seeing it, judging by the number of reviews. So
Oh.
16%, 37 reviews, 30% from the audience of 100 verified.
It went up a little. It was 7% on Wednesday, just for the critics though, because it wasn't
What the-
out yet for people.
Chilling proof that borrowing legendary video game symbolism without comparable skill remains the surest way to alienate the franchise. Simplified, mean drivel wearing the mask of a game much better. This guy likes it. Did you? Or,
This guy likes it.
I'm not even sure if that's a slur. I have no idea.
What does that even
There-
mean? Does he mean
I have
happiness?
no idea. It was one of the you stop and you're like, that's probably a word I shouldn't be saying.
Probably not.
It's under my stiff acting. Overused effects. What? It's Silent Hill. Obviously, you're gonna have to use
I think
effects.
you need to use effects, yeah.
Yeah. Repetitive and incoherent. Generic, poorly placed January horror
Ouch.
film.
Ouch.
Simplistic kind of video game, carrying us from gnarly encounter to another. 5 out of 10. He just enough to give it a fresh screen rant. What a surprise.
That is barely a good thing.
Yeah,
I-
I'm
That's
not-
pretty
I'm
bad.
not
What is
gonna go
this
to-
review, though?
Between
like-
unnecessary lore changes and lack of thematic heft in some of its storytelling, the filmmakers returned to the franchise in a weird mix of exciting recreations, gorgeous visuals, and disappointing execution. So it looks nice, but it's poorly done.
Yeah, it's an ass movie, but at least there's a lot of smoke in it.
Yeah, that's fair too. How is 5 out? I would say at least 6 should be considered fresh, right? How is
Well,
5
look at this,
out of
though.
10?
5 out of 10 is 2.5 out of 5. But that's rotten and that's fresh.
I don't understand Rotten
Um,
Tomatoes with this scoring.
And that's a fair point, and the fans loved it. But this doesn't look like the
Yeah,
fans.
the
are loving
fans
it.
hate
I'm
this
gonna
one.
see- yeah, I'm gonna watch it. You know, like I said, Vera and I are gonna. I keep trying to say. I think it's supposed to be pronounced Vera, but I can't help but saying Vara. So I'm just gonna try and like say it the way I say Kara, Vera. I remember because people say Kara's name wrong all the time. They say Kara, and I'm like, no. Anyways, we're gonna be reviewing it on Wednesday, so I'll have to
Goofy
see it.
and
You know,
low
we'll
rent.
be honest. We will be honest. Goofy and low rent. Ugh.
I imagine that's one of those movies where the more you like the games, the more you'll hate it. Because
I
a lot
don't-
of those reviews are going, if you're a fan of the games, you'll probably like it. It's like,
Well, I think at least if you please the gaming fans, you know, you did your job.
Oh yeah, because you see the people that didn't like Five Nights at Freddy's, they were like, oh, they said it's for the fans. Like, well, it was. They're saying like we're like the people that like it are
who else would it
retarded.
be for?
Exactly.
The people
Oh my
that
God,
don't like
It
Five
doesn't
Nights at
own
Freddy's?
that you think it is.
But I saw the Five Nights at Freddy's was nominated for some Razzie Awards.
Oh, the Razzie list is good. We should pull that up.
Let me see if I can find it. I'll get it for you.
I liked it, but like it's the thing is you have to know you have to be either a hardcore fan of the game, like teenagers and preteens were loving it because they grew up playing the games, right? And I know a lot about the lore, so I seen like, oh hey, this was in the game. Okay, this is very, on brand with the second game. So it was fan service, and if you're not into that, you're gonna be like, this was lame.
Yeah.
What do we got?
So these are the Razzie
So white.
nominees, and we've seen a couple of these movies. Electric State, Worst Picture, Electric State, Hurry Up Tomorrow, Snow White, Star Trek, Section 31, and War of the Worlds. Honestly, I think Snow White should take it, but that's just my own opinion.
I didn't even see it, and I think it should take it because I saw some of the clips and I was like, ugh.
Well, the thing is, the worst thing about Snow White was Rachel Zegler and her marketing. It was the
About,
drama
like,
around
2
Snow
years
White compared
worth
to
of
the actual
marketing.
movie. For the actual movie, I think it's Section 31. The only one of those I've not seen is Hurry Up Tomorrow. I have no idea about it.
Yeah.
Electric State was the one with Millie and Chris Pratt, right?
Yeah.
It was
and
but
the Russo brothers' last film before Doomsday.
it's not as bad as like, okay, I think if we're talking about movie, I think War of the Worlds was probably the biggest letdown.
No,
Oh
well,
yeah,
the
that
thing
was
is-
the Ice Cube one, right? But that
Yeah,
has memeable.
but War of the Worlds to me was like so bad it's funny, and
Yeah.
that was entertaining. Whereas Section 31 doesn't even hit that. Section 31's just bad.
I
They're
mean,
like,
that's
okay,
fair,
we
that's
only
fair.
got Ice Cube
Like,
for 3 hours. Let's get the best.
The
of
climax of War of the Worlds is him slowly leaning over with a USB stick. That's like their main moment, and I'm just pissing myself laughing. As everything is like, this is a heroic moment.
And he got nominated for worst actor.
I know. So
He
we're
might deserve that one,
he
but
might.
for
Damn,
me,
the world
that's-
is ending.
Jared Leto in Tron for me out of all of them.
Jared Leto was so bad. He was very monotone and whatnot. But and I haven't watched Alarum, so or
I
the
don't know
Weeknd's
that.
movie Hurry Up Tomorrow. I heard about it, but the concept of the movie was just not interesting whatsoever.
I've meant to watch In the Lost Lands, but I haven't seen it yet. I plan to see it
Do it.
just because
Do it.
the poster looked alright, and then it had loads of Razzie nominations.
Yeah. Not something I saw in the scope. And you know, with the what we watch in these nerd channels, I feel like we end up watching a lot of the really crappy stuff. And
Oh yeah, I know more of these than the Oscars. I
Yeah.
don't know any of the Oscars.
I agree. And I mean, Ice Cube being the worst actor, I think it's just the concept of him having to watch a screen and emote himself crying or being excited
Yeah.
over a TV.
Not
or
having
not
anybody
TV,
to act
monitor.
on.
He was looking at a green screen on his monitor. I was like, yeah, we can't see your monitor. You
Oh
can
my
put
god!
anything
When he
up
goes
there.
like this.
But you can see the green screen
Cinema.
reflected in his
Pure
glasses.
cinema.
Oh no! But
For about a week after that movie, all there was on social media were different pictures of his face reacting to things.
it was so good. It was so good. All right, worst actress: Ariana DeBose, Love Hurts, Mila Jovovich in Lost Lands, Natalie Portman, Fountain of Youth, Rebel Wilson, Bride Hard, Michelle Yeoh, Star Trek. Now, I've watched 2 out of 5 of these.
None of them for me.
I don't
I
think
know the
Natalie was
last
that
2.
bad.
I don't know her, Natalie Portman in that. Michelle Yeoh was awful in Section 31. She there was a thing about being messy with something else, and she delivered to another woman who's also nominated for some kind of worst actor on this as well. Like, she did not do
Well,
good.
and the crazy part is Michelle Yeoh is such a good actress. It just depends on the project, and it seems like when she goes really far away from her like grassroots, this and Wicked, you're like, ooh,
Yeah, Wicked was
but-
pretty bad.
she's just trying to get her paycheck, I think. At this rate,
$12 million for Section 31. So, you know, she won't care whether she got nominated or not. The issue with Section 31 is it should have been a very serious, dark spy movie. And she played it like it was a joke.
it was like a drag queen show.
And Rebel Wilson is the fat woman in Bride Hard who does all the Black Widow moves. So you've got like this big, massive whale spinning around people like Black Widow, just to flip them.
I mean,
it's
that would
very
be
strange.
really funny to watch.
It is hilarious, but it's very strange. Like, I think you've just broken the rules of physics here.
Oh my god. We have worst remake, ripoff, or sequel. I know what you did last summer, and this is where I was like Five Nights at Freddy's 2, Smurfs, Snow White, War of the Worlds. Just watching 2 of these, I would have said the worst ripoff was Snow White.
I haven't seen Snow White yet, but I know what you did this summer, like what the big twist was, and it's really lame. So that like just puts that down already. Five Nights at Freddy's, obviously, you guys know I don't think that even deserves to be on the list. So I would say Snow White or War of the Worlds, probably.
I would
No,
have said
actually,
War of the
Snow
Worlds.
White, or I Know What You Did Last Summer, because it is a remake. Yeah, out of what I've seen, War of the Worlds. That's the only one, like, because I liked Five Nights at Freddy's. But Snow White,
'Cause
just
Snow White was at least, yeah, it destroyed a load of it. It turned it into modernity. But there was at least the core of the Snow White thing there. In at least there was a prince. She fell over. He kissed her to wake her up. There was some dwarves in it. Like, even if they were all doing the wrong things, you could have watched that movie and known it was Snow White. You cannot watch War of the Worlds and link that to the book in any way, shape, or form. It's like, what is happening?
I've never watched World of Worlds, the original, or read the book, so
I think I haven't read the book. The Tom Cruise movie. I think it was Tom Cruise. A long time ago.
That one was better.
I think so. So we got worst supporting actress Anna Chlumsky, Bride Hard, Emma Horvath, Strangers, Chapter 2, Scarlett Rose Stallone, Gunslingers, Casey Roll, Section 31, Isis Valverde, Alara. Don't know any of them.
I didn't. Yeah, me neither. I didn't watch any.
Casey Rowell is not good in Section 31.
Worst supporting actor, all 7. Sorry, all 7.
Oh yeah, they get better as you go down. The worst screen combo was the best one in the list.
Yeah. So yeah, Nicolas Cage, Gunslingers, Stephen Dwarf, Bridehard, Greg Kinnear, Off the Grid, Sylvester Stallone, Alarum. Worst screen combo, all 7 dwarves in Snow White. James Corden and Rihanna from the Smurfs. Ice Cube and Zooey.
Robert De Niro and Robert De Niro.
Yeah, because he played 2 parts in the Alto Nights for no reason, apparently.
As Frank and Vito and The Weeknd and his colossal ego in Hurry Up Tomorrow.
Man, the Razzies might turn out to be the best award show that we have now.
Yeah.
I kind of want to watch this year's just for fun.
I might. Yeah, when is it on?
I mean, Hollywood is just so full of this crap that it's fun to watch it crash and burn.
It is. It is. When is it on?
Well, sometimes there have been actors which have turned up at the Razzies to accept their award. So it's like they're in on the joke, they're willing to accept. Do they know they made trash? Ice Cube is not sitting there going, "No, that was a great movie. What do you mean?" So
I very well think Ice Cube knows that movie is complete trash, but he was there for the paycheck.
Yeah, he did an interview, and he was just like, "Yeah, we filmed it for like 2 weeks in lockdown. I was just in my house. I didn't know what it was. I didn't even know what I was looking at or what the plot was. I was just reading things off a monitor."
It's on a Saturday. Saturday, March 14th is the Razzies.
I hope it's not the same time as the stream. How are we supposed to compete?
Sandra Bullock turned up on a Razzie one year. I remember that. Which movie
That's what you should do.
I would like with Grace is great.
What's his name? The Office guy. I knew his name right up until I needed to say it. He did the Golden Globes.
Ricky Gervais?
Ricky Gervais. Ricky Gervais has not gone to the Golden Globes or anything. It's like, it's too far. I can't be bothered. You go over there. It's right now. You have to leave. So I'm just staying here. And so even when he wins a Golden Globes, he doesn't go. I want him to win a Razzie or get nominated and turn up. It's like, I'm not going to go to the Oscars or the Golden Globes. I will go to the Razzies.
I feel like he would. Did you see people saying that what's her face? Oh my gosh, was it like Nikki something? Who hosted the Globes? She's a comedian. I don't think she's funny at all. Nikki Glazer or something. They're like, wow, best host ever. And we're like, how dare you put disrespect on Ricky Gervais like that? Like, he was the best host ever because he ripped the people of Hollywood apart. But of course they're going to say that, right? Because she made that joke. I think, did we talk about it? I think we might have, where she made that joke about Leonardo DiCaprio liking younger women. It's like, oh, you're so original and funny because that joke's never been made.
She has published a list of jokes that got cut from these ones, though. So at least she's willing to, like, write stuff and be, if someone says, no, that's offensive, she will still say it. So I like that. I think when people like she's a good presenter, they're like, she was better than the one that was there before. I don't know whether you ever saw that bald guy present after Ricky Gervais. He is the worst presenter that I've seen. He was telling jokes and apologizing mid-joke. So he's like, oh, you know, like that. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, sorry for that one. He would also read a joke and he'd be like, it's like, I didn't write that one. That was someone else. That was. You'll know when you like mine. And he kept
really
complaining that other people were writing his jokes. Yeah, because apparently there's normally a team, whereas Ricky Gervais just wrote all his own. So
he said that only if you watched his latest stand-up, he talked about how like all of his jokes pretty much made it through, except for the Jason Momoa joke, which I can't remember.
I liked where they found out what the word minge meant.
Oh,
And like it's just sailed through with the lawyers, and then if someone phoned me up and was like, I think he Googled it because like apparently that is slang for a woman's genital. It's like, yes, and he had to explain to them that it is a jokey term. It's not like a graphic term. It's used in the middle of a joke to not be that serious about it. And then he said, they said they weren't censoring me. I knew they'd censor me, so I just pointed at it.
a minge.
Yeah,
This is where you get away with being British, okay?
Yeah.
Well, this is why, yeah, that's what I thought. I was like, well, YouTube has some detection things. Probably doesn't know British slang, though.
No, not as easily. And that's why when you have things like your slang words that would get you in trouble here, you couldn't say it for a while. And I think YouTube's a little better nowadays.
It's interesting how YouTube filters will also do things like they will obey well, they can get away with it. Oh, you're allowed to say it. I was watching Jay Longbow's stream yesterday. Just N-bomb all over the place.
Fine, right?
Yeah, and I was like, they were speaking about stuff that there's no way I could possibly bring up on my channel without getting wiped off the face of the planet. Police at my door. Like, it was everything.
My gosh. Yeah,
Yep.
I wonder
Privilege.
it'd be nice if the Razzies were on before our stream so that we could react to it, but it's probably going to be on like around the same time.
I mean,
right?
we could always just leave it on in the background and just.
That's true. We'll
We'll
dress
see.
up, guys. We'll have our own award ceremony.
We have to cosplay as a bad actor or actress.
I'll dress up as Snow White.
I don't know how to dress up as a Zoom camera.
just let your camera
I'll just
perpetually.
Yeah, that would be really meta. Yeah.
That would be
Oh,
funny.
So we have the worst director, Richly War of the Worlds, Olatunde Osunsami for Star Trek, Section 31, The Russo Brothers, Electric State, Trey Edwards Schultz, Hurry Up Tomorrow, Mark Webb, Snow White. Ooh, worst director, probably I would give it to Section 31 or War of the Worlds.
Well, it's tough with this because I'm like, how much power do the directors have over the movie? Because I don't think any camera work could have saved that script for Section 31. Whereas
No.
the Russo brothers, I imagine, have entire creative control over the script and everything else. Whether they wrote it or not, they'd be able to, like, veto everything. So they're, like, entirely in charge of the Electric State. Whereas Olatunde, how much power did they have? Rich Lee probably had a lot of power over War of the Worlds.
You
know?
could have done a couple things to make it director-wise better. Like, I mean, Ice Cube should not have worn glasses. That was a really bad choice when it came to filming him from his Zoom camera, where we all know, as all three of us are wearing glasses. I do not like wearing glasses on stream because you do see a little reflection on your camera. In terms of what
to
you're
be careful
looking
with the lights. Yeah, if I look up too much, but if I look at my monitor.
And it's just, and you can see the blue lens filter, blah blah blah. I just don't. I personally don't like it, but I like wearing glasses more than contacts.
I like being able to see.
Doesn't need.
Yeah, glasses are more comfortable. Obviously. I mean,
And yes, I like seeing.
Who would have thought
And
that
being able to
shoving
see them.
things in your eyeball are uncomfortable? Even the thought of contacts, I'm like, no, never. I am not putting
have
my
you
finger
never-
in my eye.
You've never tried them?
No, I don't see the point. I'm just like
Yeah.
most
They're
of the time
great
when
for
when I'm out
workout.
and about, I don't wear glasses anyway. I wear glasses for a computer. And it's not that I don't need them outside. It's just I'm fine with things being blurry. So I'm like, I can
Wait,
do
are
it.
you nearsighted or farsighted?
Probably neither at this point.
You're
I
probably
don't know.
nearsighted, to be honest. Most people.
Well, I
are,
can't see
think,
things
are-
at a distance though either. If there's like
Oh,
a
yeah.
road sign, I can't see in the
nearsighted.
distance.
Okay.
I could I could probably read a monitor and books better, but I still need glasses for it.
Yeah, in school I had to have like I didn't start contacts until
From what
like,
age were you
after-
blind?
I started wearing glasses when I was 7.
Grade 3 for me. I don't know what that is in age, but
Probably about the same.
and the only time that I got told that I might need contacts was when I was in dance and my teacher kept talking to me, but I couldn't tell
And you're like,
that she was talking to me. And I'm like,
Oh,
Because I've had that where I pirouetted, which is a spin on one foot and you spin really, really, really fast and the glasses have flown off. So after that, I stopped wearing glasses in class. And I think it was about high school that I was told I probably should be wearing contacts just so I know.
Well, that's the thing, right?
what's
Because
happening.
before that, you were squinting for years, but no one could tell.
And now I can squint and see, or not squint and see. You know, the options are great.
Still, no one can tell.
No one can tell. It's great.
It is amazing. I couldn't see it yesterday. Chrissy Mayer puts on those glasses. I was like, oh my god, you look like the same
exactly
person.
like me. And like my favorite is ever since like my broken toe revelation ever to everyone's like I did it in the most silly way, but you know, it's widescreen vision.
Yeah.
I can't see what's in front of me. So yeah. And then the worst screenplay, Electric State, screenplay by Christopher Marcus and Stephen McFeely, adapted from the illustrated novel by Stephen Stalenhag. Hurry Up Tomorrow, screenplay by Trey Edward Schultz, Abel blah 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 blah. Snow White, screenplay by Aaron Cressetta Wilson, and a bunch of
Probably
others
Christina.
too numerous to mention. Drawing from the original fairy tale by the Brothers Grimm, Star Trek.
Which I also think that screenplay by a bunch of other people, I think that adds credence to the idea that it was changed when the backlash happened. Because remember, her original comments were, she's not going to be saved by the prince and all this kind of stuff. Well, she was. All that was in. And I have a feeling that they really buffed up their love story kind of thing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And this is the problem with when you have a big freaking mouth. But in some
Yes.
ways, like if she hadn't talked, imagine what that movie would have been.
Would have been glorious.
It was stolen from us, Disparu.
Mhm. It would have been like The Little Mermaid, where rather than having the guy save her with the ship, she flops onto the deck and she like crawls over
You know
and then
what?
flops onto the wheel.
I imagined Snow White just woke up because she realized how amazing of a woman she was.
Mm-hmm.
You just had to realize it. Just
She
like
probably
I'm
woke up
rising
to
guy.
bitch at a man. She's like, "Can you keep it down over there? Try to sleep here."
But yeah, so this is all the Razzie noms, and I mean, most of the it's going to be good. What?
What'd you
Did you
see?
see the last one? The guy's name for War of the Worlds.
No,
let me
that.
bring it up.
I just read it right at the end. I'm like, wait, there's no way that's real.
War of the
It's
Worlds.
called Mark Hyman.
Oh,
Adapting or destroying the classic novel by H.G. Wells.
that's great. We're definitely, it's March 14th, guys. So we will definitely most likely react to it if it's on like after Saucy or something like that week. We'll do it the following week. but
Yeah.
yeah.
Hyman ruined War of the Worlds. You're welcome, chat.
It all makes sense. All right, let's get a couple supers and then move on. Andrew, thank you for the £5. This Drew's film will be a reverse John Wick. A squirrel's best friend, a man, is killed. The squirrel gets revenge.
That would be
squirrel
amazing, though.
Yarga.
With squirrels, how they move and like they karate kick each other, like flying karate kick each other when they're fighting. That'll be amazing.
Remember we saw squirrels steal popcorn, Wicked.
We did. Those rascals.
Based. You get what you deserve.
And the guy would take the bag. We said something to him. We're like, yeah, by the way, just in case so he didn't like sell the bag to somebody. And he's like, yeah, this is, I think he said something about like, the second bag.
It
but he has to
happens
keep-
a lot.
They just keep nicking it from me.
At
I
that
can't
point, you
fight
might-
them off. They
at-
karate kick me in the face.
At that point, if there's one that's ruined, you might as well just put it on the ground away from the popcorn that you're trying to sell, and they'll just go to that. I mean,
Well, yeah, until they start climbing up behind you and jump on you. It's like, no.
until you get jumped.
We
by
want the means
squirrels.
of production.
But I would rather buy popcorn from a man who's domesticated the squirrel than from the squirrel stealing the popcorn.
Yeah, we want a real man, okay? Not a.
Could you imagine when that squirrel first found popcorn, though? He's just been eating, like, seeds and nuts his entire
Like,
life. Then he
butter.
uncovers popcorn. No wonder he's not
Butter.
going
I
back.
mean, technically it's a seed, right? It's just a popped kernel.
Well, yeah, but this will have, like, syrup
It's
on and
another
stuff, probably.
level.
Butter and yum yum.
Hello to Brian for 5. Where does the name Disparu come from? What's the backstory?
The TV show Alias, the black CIA anyone who's watched it know that isn't true, but it's still the setup to the story. It's a black CIA agency off the books, and that's called SD6, which is Section Disparu 6, the section that doesn't exist. Disparu is just French, so they say it with a French accent. Apparently it means disappeared, rather than that doesn't exist, but they, creative license. So that was why I really liked Alias.
It's a good show.
And it's not often taken in games and stuff. So it was used as a gamer tag for a while.
Michael Steele, thank you for the Canadian 5. War of the Worlds might be the only movie that Hero by Nickelback won't work for. Yes, that is in my feed for some reason. Mongoose for
like
5. X-Ray's camera zoom is better than Ice Cube's zoom camera.
Thank you.
It's
Mongoose.
true.
That's so sweet.
But that was the amazing thing during like lockdown and everything. We just found out that all these people that work around cameras and microphones all the time just have the crappiest, cheapest webcam they can possibly find on 20p. And it's set up against this background with no lighting. It's like, you should be better at this.
Alaska Mac for 2. If you want to laugh, feed squirrels peanut butter. Have you ever done that, Disparu?
Why?
No, I don't like peanut
Why?
butter, so I wouldn't do that to them.
I love
I imagine it sticks to their mouth or something. I don't know.
Aw, that might
Oh.
be mean then.
That's what they did to like the horse in what was it, Mr. Ed, the old show with the horse that talked. I guess they put peanut butter so that it looked like, so the real horse, hey, real effects, not CGI, so that it looked like the horse was actually talking, and then obviously the voiceover. So yeah, when you give animals peanut butter, they're like,
Yeah, because it'll
gets stuck
stick
on the roof
inside
of their
their mouth
mouth.
and like try to
Yeah.
get it rid of it. Yeah.
Killjoy for 5. Razzies are usually the day before the Oscars. Ah, okay.
Well, at least
Are
they
you looking at
know
Ian?
that they're the important ones.
I think he's drunk now.
Ian for 50. Disparu means I cut my own hair. It's French.
Then we'd need somebody else to do it. Everyone else values their hair so much. I'm like,
Oh
it's
my
that
God.
8 months time again.
Disparu's just like, eh.
It's time. It's that
But just
time of
clippers.
year.
It's like,
I know a lot of guys that cut their own hair, to be honest.
well, everyone seems so like bothered when someone else does not care about what they do. It's like, I spend 2 hours on my appearance. Like, I just roll out of bed. I don't care. It's like, well, I don't like how you look. It's like, I don't care. It's like, your appearance is something you do for other people. But if I don't care what you think of my appearance, why would I bother?
You have no power here.
Yes, exactly.
But people are so not used to having no power when it comes to even things
Especially
like
on the
that.
internet.
Yeah. They're like, I want to hurt your feelings, essentially.
Hurts.
Well, that's what gets me when people like say stuff or people comment on something in the background and as an insult. It's like, do you realize I put that there? I put it behind the camera and made a choice, and they're like, "That's there." Yes, I know.
I put it there. I know. I bought it.
If that was some kind of sensitive target, it wouldn't be there. It's like, I've got cutie Gatwa in my background. I clearly don't care that much.
And
Yeah.
skirts.
We know, Ian. We know.
Ian, you joke from your whiskey, not love.
Yeah, look, you
Or
don't have to
Prosecco, whatever he's
apologise for
having today.
joking. You're Scottish, I'm English. This goes back thousands of years.
I feel like that wasn't an apology. He was just letting you know. Like, I joke from love. He's gonna be like, I didn't say sorry. He's gonna come back more sassy now. Give him a second. All right, moving on.
I could
Ian's
hardly
drinking.
complain. Half the times he comments, I'm like, yeah, he's probably drunk behind a bin.
It's true. It's true. They always have something to say. So the Resident Evil movie, I'm intrigued by it. I like Zach Kreger. I think he does a good job. The Barbarian, good, but it's something that I don't want to watch again because it was just so twisted. Weapons, I liked Weapons, and he's working on the new Resident Evil film. And however, okay, so this is what he's doing with it. Zach Kreger's Resident Evil will be a new origin story, says Ash Croissant. I think you guys are going to be blown away by this imagination, his ideas, and this kind of comedic
Oh,
of journey
God.
through this crazy wild time in Resident Evil story. So what I would really like as a Resident Evil fan, if they're gonna adapt it, it doesn't need to be adapted, but I know I'm gonna watch the first one that came out, like the Mila one. I've never seen them. I'll watch the first one. I know they
Other
have
people
nothing to
hate-
do with the games.
Other people hate them because they have nothing to do with the games.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But I
I
heard
like
the first
them
one's at
just
least
'cause-
fun.
I like action movies and
Yeah.
their action stuff. The only one of them I don't like is the second one. And people are like, yeah, but they're so stupid and they don't even make any sense and they're so over the top. I'm like, yeah, that's why I like them. I like the John Wick movies, not because they're realistic, but because it's just action all the way through. So
But with this, like I have like it's a weird feeling because I have faith that Zach Kreger could do something well, especially in the horror genre. That's his thing. But I'm a big fan of Resident Evil, so I'm like, if you're gonna adapt the franchise, just give us Jill, Leon, Ada, give the fans of the franchise what they want and do it properly. I'm not saying this is gonna be bad, but I'm way more
I am.
cautious now that they've turned it into an origin story. And there could be some comedy, like sometimes Leon has lines in it that are kind of like make you laugh. But like if you're putting that it's a comedic kind of journey, like not that there's just some
That
kind of like
sounds
dark
like
comedy.
Marvel.
Yeah, like not
Yeah,
that they're just gonna throw a
exactly.
couple of
The-
dark jokes in it, like that'd be totally fine. But like if they're like literally putting that in the description, now I'm kind of like, what are they gonna do?
Like, I would have withheld judgment because I'm not a Resident Evil fan. I only really watch the movies. My main issue with it would have been that every person that's tried to adapt Resident Evil, the fans have never liked any of them. There was an awful Resident Evil series. The last movie that came out I saw, that was ass. And so it seems that people can't adapt it for some reason very well.
Not
and
live
then I saw the
action.
word comedic.
Yeah,
And that is-
I don't like this. The comedic kind of journey and origin story is what bugs me because that means that he's going to take creative liberties with.
Well,
and I
the
think it's
thing-
supposed to be canon, like with the actual Resident Evil universe. So,
But if you look at, is it Biohazard's the first person one with the family?
yeah, 7.
There are, especially at the start of that when you're with the family and you're at dinner and stuff. I could understand why a Hollywood person may watch a YouTube video of that and think it's funny. It's not meant to be funny though. It's just that Resident Evil weird things happen and mutations happen, and it's over the top, which I think people may interpret in Hollywood as comedy, and it isn't. It's not meant to be. No matter how weird Resident Evil gets, you're supposed to be serious with it.
It's supposed to be unsettling and creepy.
Yeah, it's the horror games, so
Yeah.
they're not
Yeah.
like comedy undermines horror and fear. Like it's the antithesis.
Yeah.
So
That's what I'm saying. If they were gonna throw, they wouldn't. If they were gonna do just a couple dark jokes, like someone has like a line, whatever. But that's not what it's gonna be because they're literally putting it a comedic kind of journey. That's not what I want with Resident Evil. So now I'm kind of upset because I was like, Zach Kreger, hey, he'll probably handle it well. When they first announced it, they showed pictures in the set and it's set like, like a creepy looking snowy setting, which kind of adds to the vibe of scary sometimes. But now it's like, I'll see it, but this definitely killed my hype a bit for it.
The crazy part that I find with doing live action Resident Evil is this game comes with cutscenes. How is it that difficult to make a live action from what you already have? Wild to me.
it's because they're not making the game. Like you said, it's his imagination. Well, an adaptation doesn't really require much imagination. The skill in an adaptation is taking what's there and working out how you can physically do it on your budget and in real life. So some things happen in games or anime which are just you can't do in real life. So you got to work out that's where you have to make the kind of the compromise. But when the moment you stop, it's my imagination, it's my movie, they're just going to do their own story. It's what they mean.
And what they should do
I
is just
hate
do their
that.
own story. Like, it's not like you can't make your own like zombie apocalypse or, you know what I mean? It doesn't have to be Resident Evil. And that's what always gets me upset because you're taking a franchise because you want the fans of the franchise to come watch your film. Okay, then make a film that the fans of the franchise are going to like. Then they get mad when we criticize it and we don't like it. Well, then you should have made your own movie then. We don't like it.
And that's the downside, actually. They think that because there was all this stuff about, well, with budgets increasing, we bought IPs so they have a built-in fan base. And I don't think you realize that actually works as a negative quite a lot of the time, because the fans are the first people in the first weekend to go and see it, and they will just, this is ass. Now, even if other people would have liked it, didn't know the franchise, they will hear the fans not like it, and I'm not saying that, it's ass. And so you actually, you have a built-in fan base, but if you piss them off, now you have a whole built-in audience of detractors who will tell everybody they know not to go and see it. It's like anti-marketing. And so I think IPs are actually a bigger risk than they assume, and it backfires a lot than if it is a zombie movie.
And that's the crazy part is like they should have learned with a few of the major examples that this is going to happen if you do not appease the fans. But they think, oh, we have the fans from the original IP and then we have the ones that we're going to market to. But what happened to Charlie's Angels? Oh, this is not a movie made for you. But then all of a sudden,
And you know
when
what?
the
They had
movie
it
comes
right.
out, why didn't you go see it?
I didn't watch the newer one. They had it right with the Cameron Diaz, Drew Barrymore, Lucy Liu. They appealed. Men loved that movie, and we know why. Women also loved that movie. So hey, it was a win-win for everyone. The franchise did fantastic. And then they're like, let's make it feminist and, not for men. Okay, well, then you're not going to make money. The men have the money to go watch the
complain about
movies.
it afterwards when you're not making money.
Yeah.
Well, it's like the Tomb Raider thing, which is one of the links I added in. It's the independent one.
Yeah, I have that one. Here, we'll pull it up.
I saw that from Archer's stream, and it's exactly the same thing. She has come out, and people are about as nice as you can get with that. It's like, well, the costume's nice, but as an actress, you're not Lara Croft. You don't have the body for Lara Croft.
No, she is
unless you had
never.
Unless you had a padded bra that was basically all silicon, you would never be able to do it. And
But
she
at
speaks
that-
about in this how she found it very difficult to put on muscle because she's never worked out. But she tried. She did her best, and people are like, okay. But then, it's about her.
Oh, right here. It's about her and her story and what drives her rather than what many people also love about her, which is how hot she is in the games and the movies, Turner told Los Angeles Times.
Yeah,
So-
she's not going to be a sex bombshell. She's so unashamedly
could tell
capable.
from that
She is
picture.
not a woman who hides her strength. That's just girl boss. What she's saying there is this isn't for men. And it's like, well, men are your audience. Women aren't your
Yeah.
audience. Men are. It's a gaming franchise. 99% of the people that played Tomb Raider will be men. This is just one of the facts that happens. So, 50% of women are gamers. Yeah, Candy Crush. Not
Yeah,
Tomb Raider.
Yeah, those statistics are wild. Everyone's grandma, top gamer, just so you guys know. But this, like, when this originally dropped, I was like, I thought it would look worse, but that does not mean that
That's
it looks
gonna be good.
When you compare this to like the butchy one that I think ended up turning lesbian, the one that
The last one?
Haley Atwell played the voice for her in the animated one for Netflix.
The animated one was awful. That was just
awful.
a dude.
I could not even get through the first episode of that, which is sad because normally when they have an animation, they will make you look like who's animating you, or who's voicing you. Sorry, a little bit, right? So they could have taken Haley Atwell's likeness. She's attractive. She's got big boobs. They could have done that and made a nice looking Tomb Raider, but instead they made her androgynous and all butchy, and it was ugh. So that, like, when you compare that, it's like, oh yeah, it looks okay, but still it's not Lara. And to be fair to any actress, that I'm sure they could find someone, like if Sydney Sweeney, if they dyed her hair and threw her in, people would love it. But
that is not.
Angelina Jolie was like the blueprint, top tier. You're not going to get better. I'm not sticking up for Sophie. I don't think she's going to do well acting wise. The script is
No, she's not
Well,
shown
you've-
that she can act.
But
She's told you what the script is as well. This isn't something for men.
Yeah.
This is a feminist, like, girl boss thing for her. It's not going to be aimed at the male audience. Well, tough. Like, they don't realize that when you aim something at men, it's not just removing, like, the sensuality or anything like that, or the attractiveness of the thing. You are changing the entire values of what it means. Heroism means something different to it. The priorities of what you're talking about. Now it's going to be aimed at her. Now it's going to be more about her. It's about who she is as a person. So it's going to be about her emotions. It's going to be how she feels. That's not what the men want. They want her raiding tombs, saving the day. Like, I really like the Angelina Jolie first movie. Second one, not that good. First movie, great though. And the thing is, Lara Croft's body type is not rare. It might be rare in America, but if you go to other places in the world, you will find loads of people like that. And this is the same with everything. It was the same with Red Sonja. The director said, I had loads of people, absolutely loads of people lined up at the door that looked just like Red Sonja in the comics. Athletes, bodybuilders, they were all there and they all looked identical to him. I got rid of all of them because this was a woman who I thought could act more. It's like, no, that actually doesn't matter. Angelina Jolie is not that good an actress. She's not the most amazing actress in the world. If you're making a male movie, what matters is you look the part first. That is your role. Nobody cared that Gal Gadot couldn't act. It doesn't matter. If you look the part, it's enough.
None of us even, like, noticed it until, like, it got highlighted on the internet.
Well, until she aged out. That was what happened. Like, people stopped caring about how you look as much, and now you have to have made yourself something. You have to develop your talents. You can't coast along on your looks anymore. You have to have made yourself a full person. But she should have just been in her early 20s as a Lara Croft. Should be probably an unknown actress that no one's ever seen before. Although there are loads of people. What is it? X-23, that one. Like, she could have the body for it. Don't know whether she's tall enough, whatever. But like, there are actresses out there with the body type.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And she's actually was a Daphne Keene. That's her name. She's gonna be in a new movie, which we'll get to in a second. But yeah, I don't listen. You could have gotten a Angelina Jolie clone, right? That looked exactly like her in this role, but Phoebe Waller-Bridge, yeah.
If you go through models, 10 a penny. There are certain countries where they're 10 a penny. You just have to go outside your normal thing. But the issue is, you would have to have people in the company who are making the movie who are fully willing to go, no, we cast this woman because she's hot. Because she has the right body for it. That's what we're after. No, of course we're making it because she looks hot. And they're in a place where it's like, no, she's empowered and it's about her feelings and who she is as a person. We cannot objectify. No, I want a director that goes, I'm going to objectify her like nothing. Like, you wouldn't believe the shot. Like, Underworld. First trailer of Underworld, that trailer opens up on a big zoomed in close up of Kate Beckinsale's ass. That's how the trailer starts. And when he said she was standing there, the camera was right next to my ass, and the director came over and went, "We're using this for the trailer, by the way."
It's going in there. Oh, that's so funny. But yeah, it's gonna be awful. I don't know why Phoebe Waller-Bridge is still even working. Yeah.
I mean, I'm not surprised that Phoebe Waller-Bridge makes a feminist, probably miserable Tomb Raider. Like, it's what I would have expected. But by the current year, you should know that this is terrible marketing and not to say it. Like, you should know that this will not sell your movie. And it's so proud of it.
I don't know why. You would think that, like, seeing the success of Sonic, Five Nights at Freddy's, even, that, you know, it would show them, like, hey, maybe if we cater to the fans of these franchises, we'd make some money. But they don't want it. It's like, to them, I feel like it's bending the knee to people like us that they hate.
Because
people that
they live in a
criticize.
bubble and they don't know what real world is like.
That's true.
I do think they tried to a degree. Like I say, I think they did with this current actress about the best that they can do. Now there have been comments that she may not even, knowing them, this may just be an outfit she's in for 5 minutes and then she changes into something else. So you can still never be sure. But if you scroll up just slightly, just to the top of the paragraph of
right
the top
here.
paragraph, it goes. So it's about her and her story, rather than what so many people love about her. It's like, you know, that's why people like the character, and you are actively not giving them what they want, which is kind of wild. It's like, no, obviously we're not going to give the fans what they want. But I'll just say it.
Why would we do that? Stupid.
Well, it's because it's not for her. It's not for Phoebe Waller-Bridge, so Phoebe Waller-Bridge makes what Phoebe Waller-Bridge likes about Tomb Raider.
Yeah.
Like she did with Indiana Jones. Well, what did Phoebe Waller-Bridge like about Indiana Jones? It was people telling her she was hot. Basically lying to her, and you had to ask the audience to accept it. Except they've got eyes.
Except they've got eyes.
Look, I'm willing to suspend disbelief in movies to try and make the story work. I can't. That's too far. I can't suspend that much disbelief.
Yeah, we'll watch this and we'll laugh. That's about it. You'll get a nice dispa rant over this movie. So
I'm willing to be proven wrong if she actually is really good in this, but I just have high doubts for this.
Oh yeah, I was just saying,
can.
like, if they had a Angelina Jolie clone that looked like she just got pulled right out of the original Tomb Raider games, it's still gonna be bad because of Phoebe Waller-Bridge. Like
the way that Angelina Jolie played it was, Lara Croft is hot and rich, and she knows it and she flaunts it, and so it was playful. Like, she's walking out of the shower with the it's not the Butcher. What's it called? Not the Bachelor.
Do you think of a reality
The guy
show?
who serves her. I think it begins with B. I forgot the entire words. It's just gone straight out of my head.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't either. It's all right.
Chat, do you
Guy that
understand
she lives with that waits her. I can't remember
Oh,
his name.
you're talking about the butler?
The Butler. There we go.
I thought you were talking about a show. I thought you were talking about a person.
She walks out of the shower. The butler's there talking to her, and she turns around, drops the towel in front of him, and like makes some jokey comments, and then saunters off into the distance. That's what Lara Croft is. That is the sex bombshell. That is her objectifying herself and enjoy. It is the Sydney Sweeney in the jeans advert going "Eyes up here, lads" on a kind of a playful tone. Whereas this is like, no, this isn't for you. I just get my tits out for myself. It's like, oh, please.
Oh,
2016 Phoebe Waller-Bridge.
Yeah, awful. All right, well, moving on. We will let you guys know how awful this movie is when it comes out. I remember, speaking of The Butler, my cousin and I used to, well, mostly my cousin, because I thought it was mean, but it was also kind of funny. Because The Butler follows her around in the original games, like when you're in her house. We would go like in the freezer and then flip over him and shut the door, and he's just frozen like in the door. Can't follow you. Like, stop following me around.
I never played the games.
Oh yeah, this was like, I would say this is probably definitely PS1 days. I didn't have one, my cousin did, but so yeah.
I just liked in the movie where she's destroying the entire house, and he's like, "No, not that!" And she like blows up another car.
Damn.
All right, what else do we have here? We have a couple topics. Did you guys see this? Kind of funny, so I thought I'd bring it up. The Ozempic and flights thing. Weight loss drugs like Ozempic could save U.S. airlines about $580 million a year, and fuel costs as planes become lighter.
Factually true, and I mean, the U.S. is one of the top countries in incidence of obesity. So if these people who are obese are flying, it always irked me. Oh, my bag is 51 pounds.
I was going to say the same thing.
Oh my God, I have to pay an extra $100 for my bag. But the person who is like obviously 200 pounds more than me is paying for one seat. But I have, wait, what? Wild.
Yeah. Yeah. The chonkers should have to pay for 2 seats. I'm sorry. Like,
well, they do, but the thing is, there's a big difference between like me sitting in a plane seat and someone who needs 2 seats. There's a whole broad range there where like, I think that like they should do like a combined weight of you and your luggage. It's like, well, yeah, but this guy can have like 50 kilograms in his bag and be fine.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Well, and Japan does this. And some Asian countries actually with like clothes, they'll like charge you for a larger size, you pay more, which makes sense because you're using more material, more thread, all this, et cetera, et cetera. Not with airlines.
Look, best thing I've ever seen is a restaurant which had wooden slats, and it had like 10%, minus 25%, minus 50%.
Oh, yes.
And which one you could fit through got you a discount on your meal. And like, because you won't be eating as much, and they know you won't, so they can give you half price.
Yep. And that is a solution for sure, but I don't think it would be okay to do it in America today.
No. But
there's probably legalities about it that I don't know.
Well, a lot of it with America is just the crap that's put into the processed food. It's like, well,
absolutely.
If they just had to use base ingredients rather than a load of manufactured, like, fake crap, people would look like they would eat the same things, and yet they would still lose weight.
Yeah. It's true. Like we've talked about this before. Like people from America go to Europe and eat what they normally eat, and they lose weight. People from Europe come to America and they gain. Yeah.
Every guy I know that's gone over to America says they put on weight when they were there.
What did Ian say? Hold on, Michael Steele will get you in 1 second. X-ray's choking. Ian, for 50 pounds, this room should have to buy 2 seats so he can't lean over and tell you that what he thinks about Willow or She-Hulk.
Look, Ian would never have to pay an aircraft overweight tax because his diet tactic is meth.
I heard math.
No,
I would
I've
love
been
a
on the
diet
heroin
of math.
this week. I can save some money.
Oh,
bring the math diet to me. Thanks.
This X-ray's like math? Where?
math.
Michael Steele, thanks for the Canadian.
Something doesn't add up about that.
Oh,
what's the Corded app? I think you might have told me. I don't remember.
I will show you. So Corded app is this dating app where you put down a deposit to show that you have commitment. And say you do not show up. I don't know.
Did a woman come up with this idea?
Yes.
And actually she just wanted only rich men to be on there? Is that what it is?
So a new standard for modern dating where dating has follow through. Courted is a new dating platform built around real plans, real commitment, and showing up, not endless swiping or last minute flaking. So the idea is, and this is not clear based on the TikTok video I saw or even just reading through this section here. You put down a deposit, and it seems like it's only the men that are putting down the deposit.
My immediate thought of how it would work, just because I know how these people think, is it would be all the women lined up, and then they will have a price for a date.
Yeah,
and then
so that you
put
line
down
up
that
the price. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
So-
my time is worth, and then it's just so all the women can compete. It's like, well, this woman, she only wants $50. I demand $5,000 before you'll have my time, because my time's more valuable. It's like, it's just another way. And I just love, if that is true, the built-in accountability. The one thing which is like throwing water on the Wicked Witch of the West to women. It's like, oh no, you can't hold me accountable to anything.
Yeah. So I think that, like, if I were ever to do a dating app, I could do a dating app like this if both people are accountable, both the men and the women, because then I'm not just like chasing something, and there's accountability on both aspects. And then, if you both show up, you don't lose your deposit. I would rather that. But I don't think this is how this app is
I
built.
don't even know how you would do it. So you both put down money,
Sounds
and
like
then
kind
the
of.
person who cancels
Yeah. So
like forfeits their deposit. Like, how would you even prove that?
yeah, so
Like,
apparently when you go there, there's something location based in the app, which also I don't trust either. Saying that
I
you are
can
both men.
fake my GPS on my phone to be anywhere.
Which
very easy
is
to
why
do.
I don't really think this is a great idea. It's a good idea.
You want to know how I worked out I can do that? Pokemon Go. You fake your GPS and it just collects
Oh my
everything for you.
God. I didn't even know that was a thing that you
Yeah, because there was nothing in the UK, so I used to go to different countries.
I don't think this is going to be a great idea, but hey, that's Twitter for you. Or
One of the things that I think that may be aimed at, like, because there's a lot of like celebrity only dating things, like that's why it's invite only. Celebrities can only get there.
Jay.
They're certainly recommended, because it's all like, well, I want a certain class of person to go on the dates with me. I could see it working for that kind of audience, but not a mass market thing.
yeah, it would have to be like the top tier of women. They would only be getting the dates at that rate, because anyone average or below, good luck.
Well, rather than doing an invite-only dating app, everyone that sends an invite to their friend would probably be better recommending one of their friends to go on a date with you. It would be a lot easier if friends set up friends than inviting them to a paid app, which, to be honest, comes across a little slaggy if you're asking money for a date. And it comes across as really quite, actually, I
It
want
does.
$5,000 to meet you. It's like, well, there's other people that ask for less love, and they'll definitely turn up.
Well, and on Twitter, I did see a lot of people, and I agree with this too. If it's just one-sided, it's basically an app that's disguised as prostitution,
Yes, that's exactly what it is.
right?
Oh, you're
So-
too drunk. That's why you can tell he's drunk. He's like, if he's like, I like this Peru. You're my bestest friend in the whole world.
Now Ian's gonna be upset because he always asks Jay for hugs. So now he's gonna get upset.
Ian, you can hug all the Japanese women when you go to Japan. Okay, I'm sure you'll be fine.
No, he specifically would. He says
Not
that if him and Jay hug, it's gonna.
We can
And
find you
it's
a
gonna make
muscle
world
mommy.
peace or
We all know Ian's only going to Japan so he can get knickers out of a vending machine. He's heard about it. That's why he really wants to go there.
I will make a video. of
He's like,
him
when in
buying
Rome.
Look
knickers.
at it, see?
Why is the A capitalized?
Because he wants to make sure he wants Jay.
It's because he's drunk typing. You're lucky he hit the right letters.
Ian found the whiskey. It's okay. We wouldn't want it any other way.
Ian, I didn't know
He's on
he
his diet
loved
again.
drunk.
He's on his
Wow,
diet.
makes so much sense.
Yeah, he said. I forgot what was it, Ian? You said that world peace will happen when you and Jay hug. So he's
So,
on a
so
mission.
your
He's going to be
ship
very
name,
disappointed.
Should I call you Gian or
Oh no! Don't give him a ship
Yay.
name. Ian.
Drunk Ian.
If you say it like Sydney
Ian?
Sweeney, it'll
That's
sound
just him
hot.
every day.
If you say it like Sydney Sweeney, it'll sound hot, like Gian.
Gian. Gian.
Oh no! All right. Speaking of hot, we were talking about Daphne Keene, and she's actually gonna be. Jay's probably not even here anymore. He's like, can't defend himself or
He
agree.
came in and he left.
He came in, Ian came on to him, and he left.
Oh no.
Damn.
Well, yeah. So Daphne Keane is going to be in a movie. I feel like she's going to go.
Do you have the video, the interview of her? I don't know whether I linked it. Okay.
I don't think so, but I think she's going
I'll
to go
find
the
it.
route of Sydney Sweeney, where she knows that she is attractive and she's going to use it, which is good.
No,
No?
I thought that until I saw this video,
Aw,
and this video.
man.
Oh, I found it.
Okay, here, put the video
Oh,
up instead of this
no.
article.
It's about the acolyte.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, I forgot that she was in that. Oh, sorry. Here, where's my mouse? There it is.
Like, I love how it is tweeted out by Save the Acolyte campaign. That's what it is. A fan favorite. God forbid lesbians make it to space. That is the video.
Lesbians in
So,
space.
Me and Daphne met on the set of The Acolyte.
Yeah, matters.
Clap for that.
What is that?
Fan favorite.
Snaps.
A fan.
Yeah, it was like that's.
Clap.
The thing is, I know why they do it, right? You can't clap into a microphone because you peak everything. It's awful for anyone that's listening to you.
Snap.
But in that case, what you do is you fake clap. If you do this, you just look like an idiot, like 100% of the time.
That's
You clap.
fast.
Yeah. It's one of the things I can understand why you do it, but you still don't do it.
Clap for that.
A fan favorite.
No, everyone loved
Wait, is that a nose ring?
it. There was no
A
controversy.
fan favorite.
No, it was a fan favorite. Do you know what my favorite
I had to zoom
my
in.
favorite quote of someone that like made a comment? They said, this is just lesbians in space."
I think that might have been nerdrotic. I think that might
yeah, that
actually
sounds
be
Some
like
guy,
nerdrotic.
some guy on YouTube.
I think that is a
said
nose
it's
ring.
just lesbians in space, because that's what Gary's new. He needs to make a
But
channel that's
everyone-
like some guy on YouTube and just have Spock. Like,
Also, don't know what you've done to your hair. You've ruined yourself. They shouldn't do this. What you've done here is you've asked a woman for fashion advice, and it's gone horribly wrong.
it looks
She saw you were
awful.
hotter than her, and so she dragged you down beneath her.
she's not your
Saying
friend.
that.
Lesbians in space. And what about it?
God forbid the lesbians make it to space.
God forbid the
Where
lesbians.
were the lesbians? They wouldn't know where to be.
Yeah, she says there were no lesbians in it. Well, I'm sorry, love, but there were two lesbians that had two children, and no one knows how it happened. That's why people were taking the
Even
piss.
she didn't watch
Power
the
of
show.
the one.
Even
The
she
power
didn't
of
watch
many.
it.
Yeah.
Many.
There was a load of lesbian witches on a planet with no men, all dancing along, singing about the power of many. So I don't know where these lesbians were.
Where
Yup.
were the lesbians? They're like honestly, like I'm not even gonna get into.
That's definitely a nose ring, right? You can see that either that or she's got a very pronounced
Oh,
nose ridge.
she's got the bull one.
Yeah.
Oh, that was the
Let's
worst.
not
Like
even get into
people
it.
are getting mad
A fan
about
favorite.
aliens. A fan favorite. We cut that.
They didn't cut that. That's why you need the voiceover. It's like, turns out they didn't cut that.
Just like the blue hair, like a cute little like diamond nose ring that used to look cute and feminine on girls, like a tiny one, not some like gaudy one, but now it's like it's just been ruined. And it used to be like a rebellion thing, right? To have like some color in your hair, but now it's like when X-Ray had the blue. And
Now
she's
it's
like, wait,
now it's like a,
she's like,
a
do people
poisonous
think I'm
snake.
liberal? I remember you said that because you got complimented and you were like, was she liberal? Like,
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it's like in nature. Bright colors
Yeah.
mean poisonous. Crazy.
Means I'm a lunatic. Stay away
Yeah.
from me.
And real quick, Raider with a 123 bomb and a gay flag. I don't know, I've been on this
Flag.
for 2 hours.
A gay what?
A gay flag. Yes, actually.
Fargate.
Thank you, Raider.
I did retweet that post and say it's very difficult to thirst post for fans and then be woke. They're different audiences, and that's what I think of that. You can't tweet your bikini pictures to try and get a load of men interested in you, and then talk about the ideology that all of those men despise. This does not happen. You have to pick a lane, love, and if you want to be profitable, I'd just go for being hot. You don't have that much else going for you.
Because
Easier.
I mean, originally, what I had no idea about that. That's but that could just be her like trying to be cool with the girls there. But the haircut, she looks good here with the hair. Like I don't know.
Well, I mean, look, if you get dragged onto like a feminist podcast and they're talking about that stuff, you shouldn't have done it. If you don't want that to be your brand, then when that happens, you need to take the Sydney Sweeney approach and just treat her with the disdain she deserves. Like, you have to be very careful about. You can't play both
You're
sides.
setting a tone of who you are, like the way, like Sydney. I know she kind of did end up bending the knee at some point, but like that interview, people praised her for it because she didn't. When that girl was clearly trying to get her to say, "Oh, I'm so sorry, I was wrong for what I said," which she didn't technically say that. I know she went a different route, which was still she still shouldn't have done that later on. But I think what happened with Sydney was that her publicist, like, they made her do it because like Amanda Seyfried and maybe would have been like said something like, I'm not going to do any press tours with her, because women
She
could be
seems like a slimy cow.
That's what I mean.
The
That's
moment
what
I
I
see her,
mean.
I'm like, I don't like you.
So I feel
but
like in order to save the movie, she may have did that, and it still was mild in comparison to, some people that severely bend the knee and like, I'm so sorry, or like tweet like, I should never have said that. I don't mean, you know what I mean? It was mild in comparison to what we've got.
The thing is as well, the way you are builds up a group of people who agree with you and like that kind of thing, or either don't care that much and put up with it. And so that's like, some people will do something and nothing will happen to them because everyone expected it. It's like when It's a Gundam talks about his vitamins, like there's no backlash. But if someone wants to preach you like a holier than thou, and then you find that out, then people feel like you've betrayed them and you've been lying to them, and that's when there's trouble. So it is one of those things you have to, and it's easier if you just are yourself, because that way you won't slip up if you just act like yourself.
And you can't tell lies.
Yeah, if you put forward a fake persona, you will slip up at some point and then it crashes. So it's easier just to be honest. But she should just pick a lane. Just pick one lane.
Yeah, but so anyway, she's going to be in a new movie with Aidan Gillian. They're teaming up for a gritty new crime romance set in the streets of London. Keane, known for Deadpool and Wolverine and his Dark Materials, I love how they don't even put Acolyte in there, is set to play a call girl in Driver, a new British indie film making the feature debut of award-winning filmmaker Patrick Ireland. Gillian, best known for Game of Thrones and Peaky Blinders, will co-star as a dangerous figure from the past. That's what I thought. I'm like, she's playing a sex worker. Like, I guess she's leaning into her body, but.
Well, there was another, I think it's a film she's got out now. And what they've done in this is the same thing they did in Acolyte. They just covered her up. Like, you can't see anything. You would not know. Because this is the one thing, if you show them the first pictures, everyone's like, where's she been hiding that?
She's gorgeous.
Like, nobody knows that exists.
I think she's pretty and she's natural too.
Not that I don't like this picture of her, to be honest. But it's such a symptom of Hollywood that they, in movies, in TV shows, they can make some of the most beautiful women ugly.
Mm-hmm.
And then they go on the red carpet and all of a sudden they're gorgeous.
Like Sydney in Madam Web. They covered her up completely. And then she had to me, that was one of the prettiest red carpet dresses I've seen. And going in with like the spider theme, it looked so good.
So this is her in Whistle, which is her current movie.
Real quick before we move forward, Ian, for 103.25. With the,
I don't know what kind of flag that is.
I think it's a trans flag.
Oh.
Raider, I hope you're proud of yourself. I'm not huge brony, don't worry. Nose ring detected, opinion rejected. Exactly.
Nose ring theory is real.
That's what I'm saying. They ruined it. It used to be like a cute little, like, kind of rebellious thing, but now it's just lined up.
Well, it used to be a sign of submission, and now it's like, no, I'm basically an arsehole.
Let's just be specific, because I do sometimes like the stud on nose rings.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Everyone means the ring, not a stud. They mean the ring.
Any ring, either here or even here, or the U. Ugh.
I used to have
anything that looks like the bulb, basically.
Stud. I had the tiny little stud, and I thought it was cute. I never thought the ring anyway looked right, especially not there. Like when that started coming out, I was like, ugh.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's ever complained about
cute.
the stud. They specifically mean the ring.
Oh,
like
that's what I was saying.
if you look like a bull.
I'm not crazy, and I used to have the little stud, but it's just the ring. Got it. Anyways,
same with hoop earrings.
You don't like them?
The bigger the earrings, the worse
bigger
the
the
person.
whore.
Yeah,
I wear studs there too.
Just the more insufferable the person.
Listen,
like by the time you get down here, you know they're gonna be big, loud, brash.
It is kind of true. I remember back in my clubbing days, the big hoop earrings. You knew what was down.
Yeah, big upstairs, big downstairs. She's been finding herself a lot.
But look at this. Like, ring makes you dumb. Got it.
You would not know that this was the same woman on the beach with a bod. Like, they put her in as many bulky layers as physically possible.
What is this?
This is her latest movie.
She really?
Whistle.
Young.
You know how Billie Eilish? I think she could be so pretty, but she uglifies herself so much.
I can kind of understand it there, given what's happened to other pop stars. I can fully understand making yourself ugly so that nobody does anything to you. I kind of get. But this is when you're ugly in movies but hot outside of them. That's the people in the movie doing it to you, rather than something your choice.
Mm-hmm.
And this might be why her hair is awful. Maybe she cut it for this role. I don't know.
That looks like a wig, to be honest.
Either way, it looks bad.
Like, it looks like a wig
It looks
here.
like
It looked
she's
like a
not.
wig in the interview. But if you wear a bad wig, that is worse than cutting your hair. Because now you're ruining your
Doctor
hair deliberately.
Strange mom. That was probably one of the most egregious wigs I've ever seen.
But she makes me laugh because, like, how on earth are we going to hide these beasts without making them know they exist? We're going to put you under 4 different layers of thick cloth. It's the only way we can pad you out.
The padding, but in the wrong way.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Sorry, I got like. Oh, we have the first trailer for Maul Shadow Lord. You guys want to react to that? I haven't watched it yet.
Sure.
You guys probably did, right?
I've seen
Not
it.
Maul, the animated thing.
Okay. Well, I haven't seen
Yeah.
this yet, so here we go.
Animated Mall. Yeah. I think there are some good things of the trailer, but mostly I don't. It's okay.
Just don't care about an animated Star Wars. It's like-
Yeah, I'll turn it down a tad bit in case we want to talk over it a little.
Well, and that's the thing is like we were talking about what was the last Star Wars that was animated? It was Bad Batch, and it wasn't even good either.
I didn't
I
watch
did used to
Bad
like the
Batch.
Clone Wars, but even then I didn't get through all of them. The Clone Wars was good because they just started at the good bit. Like, they was like, oh, here's a fight. It's like, great.
Is this what our future holds? Always running.
Did she just... I thought she just lightsabered that guy behind her accidentally then.
It looked like that.
It almost did.
Good question. And I offer you an opportunity.
Should have been April 1st.
I do think Darth Maul's like fight scenes look so much better animated because you can do a lot with it.
Yeah.
It was the same in Clone Wars. Some of the fights in Clone Wars are incredible.
Mhm.
We survive, but do not live.
Like Maul's barely in this trailer,
And it's supposed to be his show.
allegedly.
Once you're dead, chains can be broken.
This almost feels like the Scarlett Johansson Black Widow movie. It's like we know what happens to him.
So it's kind of like,
Is it worth it watching this? I don't know.
yeah, I don't know. I'm not like excited or not excited. I probably won't watch it. I haven't watched anything Star Wars. It's been a while.
Oh
But
gosh.
this is the problem with those kind of animations. They're like add-on content to movies and stuff, and like the main thrust of the franchise. So there's not really much point doing side content unless your main point is thriving. Yeah, it's like doing a spin-off without a main show.
Yeah. It's just lackluster to me. If it's good, cool. I'm sure like kids will like it. Maybe some of the Star Wars fans will, but I don't know. I don't know. So what was this article that you had? Oh, this one that Disbrew put in the group chat for Starfleet Academy. Now we know Disbrew definitely watched it.
Oh, is this the Roberto tweet?
This one? Yeah.
This is just because it pissed me off. And this guy really thinks that this is an incredible gotcha. That some people on this platform are complaining that Starfleet Academy, a cadet swallowing her comm badge, and he replies, so, like, what was it, so too soon? Or again, like this early or something? Like he expected it, is ridiculous. But I wish to apologize for triples, which are also ridiculous unless you have a sense of humor, which many Star Trek fans have. So now, if you don't like Starfleet Academy or that, you don't have a sense of humor. And he thinks that these two things are perfectly identical. That a load of very smart, elitist, best in people in the galaxy going out at finding a new life where the joke wasn't on the crew. It wasn't taking the piss out of Starfleet. It wasn't calling these people idiots. The joke was, these things are cute and furry and they're not dangerous, but they're just dangerous because they breed so fast. This really cute thing will destroy you and it will get you all killed. That was the funny bit. Whereas Starfleet Academy is taking the piss out of the cadets, humiliating the cadets, and the joke is on Starfleet itself. And he can't understand that difference at all. To him, it's perfectly the same.
And I think the jokes that happened in Star Trek, at least the original series, because that's I'm going to limit to what I've watched. They're very highbrow, I think is a good term for it, or very British, where it's not the ha slap your knee humor. Like the way they ended episode 2 with the bros being like, oh my god, bro, let's just work out. Oh, let's make your bed together. I'm like, no, let's not.
It's like there's different types of humor. So with this, it is the tribble is cute, but it's also deadly. But nobody knows because it's so cute. So everyone enjoys dying. They're all like, "This is amazing, and we're going to keep it as a pet." And before they know it, it's replicated over the entire ship, and you've got these cute furry things falling out of everywhere, and they're dying of really cute animals. And that in itself is like, well, it's the irony kind of there of what's happening, not the humiliation. Like you can't. The joke here isn't destroying any of the characters. They're playing it entirely seriously. It is a serious episode, but there's like the undertone of laughter at just how ridiculous and absurd this is, rather than this woman ate her combat. Is she 3 years old? Is she mentally deficient? How can she even get dressed in the morning?
How is she the best of the best?
Well, if you scroll down, I don't know whether his thing will appear.
Comment
he replied to one. I'll try and find the response.
Okay.
Rather than taking the risk of going into other people's
scrolling on X, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Here, I'll let you.
The moment it wasn't things he replied to at first. So it's this. There was a lot of humor in Star Trek before. Any series. Lower Deck was made for comedy. Lower Deck was an animation where you can get away with weird stuff happening. So there, they will stab each other. Like, they will cut each other's legs off and stuff. But because it's animated, it's like Rick and Morty, you can get away with stuff.
Less stakes.
But whereas in this, is like Starfleet Academy builds upon Lower Deck's legacy, and I'm grateful for fans that appreciate it. This isn't Star Trek. This is just a live-action Lower Decks. That's why everything is so farcical. It's not meant to be serious. It's meant to just be another comedy show, which is wacky, and aren't all these people weird?
How I kind of took, especially watching the first episode, it was like watching Lizzie McGuire, and this is a kids show. The level of dialogue was for children.
This is meant to be for kids.
But it was still like where the parents could watch and.
But it wasn't even that cheeky. You know how like Disney used to be able to do that? This was a movie for kids and for adults, so that you could both enjoy it, because you know a lot of adults are going to be watching it with their kids. This is just like fart joke, ha fart joke, and then woman is best. Like this last episode, I wanted this arc for this Conian, which I have not met before, and him.
Yeah, Black Book's very highbrow.
Yeah.
Sorry, you said fart jokes. I had to pull it up.
Parts of disparate. Yeah, exactly. This is not the humor we need in Star Trek. Okay, Ian.
It's like, look, Blackadder is renowned for British comedy. They definitely didn't do any lowbrow jokes in that.
Yeah.
None.
But Star Trek's supposed to be able to have this like very like high, like good script.
I'm impressed you can do it on cue, to be honest.
Parts and Dispar's general direction. Do you know which direction it is, Jim? I guess if you send it east, if you're American, then it's probably
just send it to Mecca. That'll soon be England.
Sorry, go ahead. We keep derailing X-ray stuff.
No. It's all good, and I've totally forgot my point. But oh wait, seeing the Conian's adventure into I wake up every morning so early so I can work out. I go to bed super late because I study, and then immediately after he has this workout montage, he leaves his room, and the little girl who is half his size, half his weight, walks out and says, I wake up earlier, I stay up later, and I'm amazing. And you think, okay, so they set the stage. He's going to have some moment where he has a learning moment, right? Because it is school, learning moment and all. And his learning moment is, she's amazing. I can't compete. I'm going to give her the captain role.
The thing about that episode as well is he was right. He absolutely had the right strategy. He knew her weakness, he knew she was emotional and she couldn't control herself, and so he brought up her father, which was a button to push. And the lesson should have been, I need to get over this. I shouldn't have these hang-ups about my father. I can't be emotionally vulnerable because it'll be used against me, and people can die. It was the lesson that, what she did cost her people's lives, And so she should have learned to overcome that and become less emotional, become more stoic and in control of herself. Instead, he was humiliated for using her. I shouldn't have done that. You should be allowed to be weak and pathetic. And I am actually pathetic myself because I can't come up with a strategy. And the only way they could make her seem good after destroying her was humiliating him. He's just terrible at everything. He can't think of a strategy. His strategy is, I'm going to run at them on my own, like, and have no battle plan.
Plow forward. And I kind of wish that they had a learning lesson for both of them. Of course, have that for her and then have that for him, where it's like, okay, because we have the most humdrum collection of the most non-elite versions of the best, maybe we need to strategize it a bit more, with their, positives instead of their flaws.
His lesson should have been that when you're in command, you shouldn't take everything. So you should learn to delegate. And so he should have learned that maybe it is worth listening to her for ideas. Maybe I should take bits of information from everybody and put them together into one plan rather than trying to do everything on my own shoulders. And she should have learned, no, I need to overcome my emotions. But that wasn't what they even said when they write it. They come up with an emotion that they want to at the end and then try and write a story to make that emotion.
That didn't come across, though. For me, at least.
Well, the emotion was that taking advantage of people's emotions were wrong. That was like, oh no, isn't he awful for taking advantage of her? Shouldn't take advantage of women. That's mean.
Practical jokes. Oh, prank wars. Oh, we could totally beat you with like legalities and stuff.
I do find it funny though that one of the people on the red carpet was asked which is your favorite episode, and he said episode 3 because it's the most Star Trek. It's the one that has the most feelings, and it was his because each of them get their own episode, and that was his episode.
No,
so we basically went the one I'm in at the most, which is kind of based.
well, the other thing that I saw in this episode, which I really hated, was the amount of times I saw Holly Hunter's feet and her sitting in chairs
all over the place. Did you notice she's got crusty stuff on him? I don't know whether she's got jewelry on her feet as like a layer.
Okay, let me pull up
whether
some
it's meant to be like hard reptilian skin, but there's some kind of weird crusty layer on the top of her foot.
Okay, this is the one tweet I kind of saw. Her hair looks disgusting.
A really low resolution picture.
Of course, that doesn't really show it here. Ew, what an awful shot.
You can about see it there. If you look on the left, you can see just on the left edge, there's something on top of her foot.
I think it's like a jewel. It's
all over the top. It goes all the way over the top of her foot. So I don't know whether it is like a metal plate of jewelry, which it could be like.
It's like a friendship bracelet, like the ones that you braid.
It's not a bracelet. It's like chainmail. It's either something like chainmail or reptilian skin. That's the way it looks.
I don't think any captain or chancellor at this rate should be lounging around. Like it bothered me so much when she was chastising the students, like having a talking to, and she was lazing on the chair with her feet out and being like trying to tell them lessons. I'm like, I cannot take you seriously as a leader with you laying down like that.
Well, that's in episode 2 when he said, no, you have to wear shoes. Those are the rules. So I can't break the rules. She should have had a lesson. It's like, no, you don't. No one is above the rules. This is a military school. And she should have been punished for it. But no, everyone's got to put up with it. Because this is the same kind of what you will talk to a woman, you go, all my friends are funny. And what she means is the very quirky, weird lunatics. This is what this is. This is clearly written by a woman who thinks that being quirky is interesting. It's like, no, it makes you insufferable.
Well,
there are standards that you should meet in a workplace to be professional. And the issue with this as well, why everyone's so bothered about looking unprofessional, is because if you're like this now, you will be like this on a starship when you're out in like fighting Romulans, and you will get people killed because you're not serious. You're not in control.
And that's exactly the point that I've been trying to like say across different streams is like, if she's like this as a captain, how, for me, I could have any haircut I want. I could have any jewelry I want. I can do anything I want. All I have to do is sign a waiver, right? And I can do what I want, right? Right?
There was a British TV show where they put them through like SAS boot camp. And one guy was like, I don't know why. He kept being picked up about cleaning his belt buckle. And he said, no, look, it's clean. It's clean. It's like, no, there's a bit of dirt there. And this guy broke eventually in the show. And the guy took, like, you saw the guy suddenly go from like, I'm trying to put the fear of God into you, to suddenly realizing he's gone too far. And he dragged this guy out and started speaking to him like in a calm kind of one-to-one way. And he went, look, the reason why you clean it that way is because if you miss dirt there, you'll miss dirt on your gun. It will backfire and you will blow your hand off. You will kill your friend. You will get your entire team killed because now you have a useless weapon. It'll jam. And it was like, oh, that's why you have these rules and we have to stick to them. She's not doing that. She'll get up out of bed late, she'll saunter in, not take a situation seriously, like we saw in episode 1, where her flying into an area immediately gets the ship destroyed. That was her fault, no one else's. They blamed it on Caleb or whatever his name is, but it was her fault.
Oh, and she doesn't punish Caleb.
No, because she sees him as a son, so it's unconditional love.
He hacks into things and eventually makes your starship get attacked by someone, who is not nice, and so your community service? No.
When he had all the goo over him and they dumped him into the meeting, the most important diplomatic meeting in the entire galaxy, and he's there messing with his zip and stuff, and all the Doctor should have done is elbowed him in the face. Like, poof, like just teach him a lesson and maybe heal him, and then if he does it again, just hit him in the face again and then heal his broken nose. But instead, they're just staring at him and going, no.
Oh.
Never gets punished.
I hope she drops something on her feet, because obviously Starfleet probably has, steel-toed boots for a reason, especially if you go into engineering and stuff like that, where you could break your toes. And I hope her foot gets,
the thing is, when she's like, well, I signed a waiver, so I'm not going to be injured. It's like, I don't care about you. I don't care if you're injured. I don't care if you cut your feet off. I care that the rule is you wear shoes. So obey the standard. Like, you can't be beneath the standard. This is the best of the people. Yeah, whoever films this really likes feet because they're shown all the time. You wouldn't see them as much if you just filmed everything, but she's always shoving them in the camera. She's
always laying down and feet up and doing weird things, and I don't like it whatsoever. It's so unprofessional. It's like if I walked into a business meeting in a clubbing outfit.
Yes.
Or a bikini at this rate. No. I'm not gonna do that.
No. Wouldn't work out. Yeah, no, I didn't watch this, so I don't know. I can comment on how like weird it looked. Like it looks almost like Quentin Tarantino was like directing this, like what was with all the shots of just her foot.
Allegedly,
I'm surprised someone wasn't drinking vodka off the end of her foot in this.
She did what she wanted to. Like apparently that wasn't written to the script. Like her laying around. She just wanted to lay around.
The showrunner said she got a phone call from staff on the set, and like she's lying over the chair. We don't know what to do. Can you come and help us? And she was all for it again because the female showrunner. She's like, oh, she's so quirky and wacky. She's a genius. It's like, no. Look, you've never been in the military. You don't understand why fighting and everything is important. Military respect is important. This isn't made for you. You shouldn't be in charge of it. And as such, she's made it for herself. And so she's made a very feminine version of it and can't stand anything to do with war.
And the crazy part is, like, right now I'm watching My Hero Academia and comparing the two shows. I would hire anyone in bikini, disprove pending. Maybe he could get a
depends on the money.
Just like, hey, I'm a man.
Just seeing how they raise these children to be apparently the best of the galaxy versus these heroes in My Hero Academia, it's like night and day on the lessons they impart on these students.
That was interesting in episode 2, where the Betazoid leader, who was the most base person in the show, everything he said is correct. Everything the war guy has said has been correct. And they're the two people that are supposed to be giving the incorrect opinions, and they've been always right. But he said, you're supposed to have standards in this. But it seems like you're not questioning standards, you're lowering them. You're removing tests, You're bringing anyone in, you've got a criminal running around who shouldn't even be applicable. And she's just like, well, they made their way here off their own hearts, off their own backs, and I find that commendable. I don't. I want Starfleet to reject nearly everybody. Geniuses were rejected, because at that place, everyone is a genius.
The person who made the hologram should be fired, because if you have a hologram going to school, like, is that even necessary? You just program them. into doing
Yeah.
what you want.
It's
That makes
weird
no
because
sense.
I'm pretty sure they've stolen her from Orville. I'm pretty sure.
Did
Because
you like Orville, right, Disparu?
yeah, but
I liked
Orville had a
Orville, yeah.
Orville had a robot character who is sent to be with them, and his entire thing was to pretend he's on their side, and then basically assess them to see whether they're worth keeping in the galaxy or should be wiped out. And she said that her role in this is to join with Starfleet, assess the humans, and then see whether her planet should have, whatever the photonics should join them. I'm like, that's exactly the Orville storyline.
Yeah.
Like, I would not be
liked
surprised
Orville.
if she turned out, like, I hope she turns evil. I really want her to be evil. And actually, she's been thick deliberately.
It's on purpose. All right.
She's actually like Khan.
Let's catch up on supers. Well, X-rays away. The Jabroni Big Time for 5. My nose ring theory is bull ring equals weirdo tard. Stud on the side equals the best head of your life. Well, don't know.
Wicked's like, I don't want to brag.
No. Market reality for 10. Clone Wars was mostly good, but it had George behind it with editorial control. I do not want Filoni making any Star Wars unsupervised. They need to just leave it alone for a decade. Listen, I don't think Star Wars can be saved. I've said this before, I think Marvel has a chance because there's so many characters that they could work with. And if they start from scratch and, let it rest for a little bit, there's things that they could do if they bring in actual creatives, but will they? And I guess you could say the same for Star Wars, but they've done so much damage with the original characters. It's a smaller bunch, right? Like you think of the original, Star Wars, New Hope, and, the original 3. They ruined all of the characters that made us fall in love with the franchise. It wasn't like, Marvel where there's just not endless, but there's a heck of a lot more. You got Iron Man, Captain America, like the list goes on. There's so many people they could bring to get you interested in. So that's why I think Star Wars is just like a lost cause now. They could get some actual creatives in. Like I think even George Lucas himself, if he came on and was writing that, it's just, how do you fix the damage that they've done already?
Well, I think you basically ignore it. But I don't think you just ignore it. I think you ignore it and put out a statement that I know everything that we've done is ass. I'm not going to do it now. I know what needs to be fixed. This is what needs to be fixed, and this is what we're going to do. And
they have
just
to
honest with
erase
people.
everything. Be like, it doesn't matter anymore.
There have been times where something's happened, and they've tried to bury it, always end up badly. People always have them. And there's times where they've gone out, look, we're going to be honest. We had way more people that play this game than we expected. The servers were down. This is the problem. This is what we're doing. This is how long thing we think it's going to take. And people are like, okay, we'll give you that time. And I think that's what Marvel should have done. Marvel should have said with this, look, we know those last phases are a mistake. Don't worry. We're going to kill them all in this movie. And that you should have just come out and told everybody. Be like, no, we're going back to what we were. We've realized all that stuff over there, all the girl boss and everything was a massive mistake. That's all gone. And I think without that kind of verbal commitment, you won't have your entire staff behind you. You have to put out a statement like that to piss off people so they leave. Which is kind of what Elon did with Twitter. Sent out a message. This is things are going to change, and loads of staff left voluntarily.
Oh, I was sad about the wine dispensers.
Yeah, wine on tap.
Well.
Pop tap.
Oh, and they had yoga and that like meditation corner and all that.
It was funny because she went, "Here's a it was a huge room. Here's a yoga room." I don't do yoga, but if you wanted to, I'm like, nobody wants to. It's an empty room. There's no one in it.
Yoga is dangerous. You could break your toe.
True, mind
You better
you.
be careful.
You could also break your toe just standing up streaming. That's what I learned yesterday.
Don't know. What did
I
you
know.
do to your toe?
I don't know what it is, but a lot of people around me are hurting their feet.
Gary during FNT stood up, walked out, kicked Superman, and just made his entire foot bleed. And he's there trying to sort out when everyone else is talking. And the only thing I was like, well, at least it's realistic that Superman beat you. It was like, if you kick Superman, it's like, at least you didn't break the statue.
He lost his toenail, allegedly.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it,
That's where the
but
blood came from.
That is some heavy walking there. Like he was just determined.
That is speed walk. I don't think I'm way too lazy to move around with that kind of pace.
Yeah. I think my broken toe story is way more epic than his.
I don't know. I got beaten up by Superman is like a pretty good
No,
story.
for
He
Superman
got beat
broke
up
my
by
toe.
walking around the base as Superman. He wasn't even
Superman.
that
He's like, Superman broke my toe. I was like, nah, that's understandable, mate. I mean,
Well,
it's quite lucky it was only your toe. Most people would have come off worse.
Jason Webster, thanks for the Australian 5. Now showing Star Trek: The Search for Competent Screenwriters. Yeah.
The final frontier.
Where no one has gone before in modernity.
Oh,
Alaska-
yeah, that's the other thing with Starfleet Academy. In the first speech, they still they had to change it to where no person has gone before. It's like, no, it's from where no man has gone before. Because man means human. You just was like, no, I'm going to change it. To boldly go
I
where
didn't
no
even
person has
realize
gone
that.
before. Yeah.
Oh, dang.
It was either no person or no one, but it's supposed to be no man has gone before.
That's stupid. Alaska Mac, thank you for being a member for 9 months. In boot camp, we literally had to tweeze the edges of our folded shirts to make it look like a cut sandwich. Attention to detail is kind of important.
It
Mhm.
is.
Yeah. Mhm.
It is.
I remember that they made a guy just paint rocks, and then they got him to throw the rocks away. There was a lot of that.
Damn.
As punishment, they would just make you do something that you knew was pointless, and they would just deliberately waste your time.
Like push-ups. Except at least you get stronger.
Yeah.
There was also one where because the thing is, at least it looks awful until they explained why they were doing it. So there was one where they just had a big pot of mashed potato and sausages, and went, "You've got 40 seconds to eat." And there was too many people to fit around there, so everyone's just piling in, trying to shove as much food in their mouth. It's like, yeah, because when you're out in the battle, you may not have time to eat, and you may not eat for another 24 hours. So get it down, you.
Market Reality, thank you for being a member for 30 months. Hippie Grandma Military College. Oh my
You'd be
gosh,
lucky
that's
if
what
you're
it looks
competent.
That'll be the
leaving that.
spin-off.
Yeah. Jason Webster, thank you for being a member for 23 months. Warning, do not operate heavy machinery, use power tools, drive your car, and sign important documents after watching Starfleet Academy.
Mm-hmm.
You might be too gay for that. I'm kidding.
You
Yeah.
probably have to sign yourself into some kind of asylum. You're clearly unhinged.
And don't do it with your feet, okay?
No
That's
feet.
what it should be. It should just, when you start watching it, an alert gets sent to the police, and if you, by the time you hit the end, they arrive at your door. It's like, if you've watched this and you haven't turned over, you need medical help.
Mark Reality, thank you for the 2. Gary was the first one of y'all I ever found.
Ah,
think
he
it
was
was for
your
a lot of
gateway.
people.
Wow, yeah.
I'd
So
like
now
to
look,
see.
now look at the where you are and how many people
Yeah.
you know just because of that.
Chat.
I think
Show us your gateway, by the way.
Yeah, how did you find us, chat? I'm kind of curious.
I think Gary was mine first because it was Doctor Who, and then when I was watching Gary, I kept seeing just white thumbnails, and I'm like, this is ridiculous. Like
White?
yeah, it was just white thumbnails. You'll understand in a second. Like this is horrible. It's a horrible thumbnail. And eventually I clicked one, and it was Az with his whiteboard where he would write on it.
Oh, the whiteboard
Yeah.
days. Yes.
And
yes,
they
yes,
were
yes,
that
yes,
I
yes.
discovered Az through Batwoman. And then I discovered FNT when Az moved up, went over there. So the first time I saw Jeremy on a stream was the Filoniing with him arguing with Az. And I think it was the
That's a funny
second
one.
week that Az was on FNT.
Yeah.
My first was that how I found everybody here was Jay, Drunk DPO, and then I found G&G, and then just kind of trickled from there.
Funnily enough, before I even got into this world, it was Mahler. Mahler was the first person I saw any content from it. My younger brother
Really?
showed me a video of his. It was like the Star Wars one.
Was he like, have you got 17 hours? Watch this.
No, it was one of his like shorter videos. But I just remember he's got a deep voice. It's a nice voice, but I don't care about
People
Star
have
Wars
told
that much.
me, people have told me they put Mauler on and go to sleep.
Me too. Yes.
Because it's just like a very deep, soothing kind of video. It's like I always put a Mauler video on before bed.
It has to be the right one because the Scarlett Johansson movie one, whatever that one's called, I cannot watch that one before bed. That will wake me up. I've learned that.
Yeah, I've fallen asleep to like gaming streams or something, and then suddenly someone starts shouting, like, "What?" It's like, what's happening?
Yeah, it has to be the right video because when he gets like unhinged, it's not okay. Thanks, Ian.
What did Ian say? I'm trying to catch everybody here real quick.
No, he's a super chat.
Oh, I'll get to there in 1 second. There's a lot of different ones.
I think the first time I saw Wicked, I think it was from a drunk 3PO or somebody hosted a Twitch stream of yours.
I think it was. It's like you ended up. I think that's how X-Ray probably found me too.
Oh, someone found me and told me about you and was like, "You guys should stream together."
Yeah.
Or who was?
Yeah,
was it
I remember.
I think it was Roto Commish.
Roto, yeah.
I remember it was a raid. I don't know if it was even like his gardening streams. I wouldn't have been surprised if it was his not gardening streams, lawn mowing streams, which were some of the best gaming streams I've ever seen. Was just watching drunk 3PO mow the lawn. My favorite clip of that was he's going along and he's like, "I mow my lawn like I mow my life," or something like that, and just immediately veers into a tree. And it was like, oh.
He sounds like he drives like I do.
There was a lot of wonky lines in that lawn mowing.
And Ian for 50 as drinker Gary X-ray floppy hair gay.
I think he's actually drunk now for sure.
Maybe a little bit.
Probably.
Maybe just a little bit.
Look, if he's Scottish and sober, there's something wrong.
Hurts, I should drive for ice and I don't have to worry about the people on the road. I will treat it like GTA. Extra
Thanks,
points.
Nosy. Oh, I used to have it on Saturdays. That's right. See, what a mix. What a nice little community. Yes, Jay is the #1 lawnmower streamer.
Mm-hmm.
I tried lawn mowing. It's not easy. Good job, Jay.
Yeah. Jason, thank you for the 5. Breaking news, a man has been detained after attempting to rub Jada Smith's head for luck.
Look, someone's got to polish it.
Did you do it at her red round table?
Oh, no. Has anyone here ever actually watched a full episode of that? Or
No.
like, more than a clip?
Only clips.
Yes.
I knew Disparu was going to say yes. I knew he was going to say yes.
I watched the one where she dragged Will Smith on and humiliated him. Yeah, because I made a video, but I watched it after the Oscars because I'm like, everyone could tell that because he was laughing at the joke at first, and he looked at her, and it's like, oh, she's the problem. So then I found out what had happened. Yeah, and I went through in the clips, and it is just her humiliating him for an hour. It is somebody basically going, "I cheated on you, and it's your fault, and you deserve it."
Yeah. Oh,
I'm recording it, and she got off on the humiliation. And you have to think, if he stayed with her, he probably did as well. It's
that relationship, this is why women who have too much power is a bad thing.
What? Like, he should just leave. And the thing is,
I mean,
nothing without him. Literally,
he's
nothing.
bigger. He was bigger than her when they started, and he's still bigger than her.
but the thing is, she's the one who's destroyed his career because, like, she's worn him down to the point where you become basically an emotional wreck. And you must be an emotional wreck if you'll go and slap someone for a joke, all because your wife looks
Unhinged.
at you. So I think he's just, and I can understand why. If your wife's there and you're like, well, if she's pissed off tonight, she's going to go home with another man. I can understand why it has that effect on you and why you want to make it up to her or whatever. But you have to realize when something like that's that awful.
Yeah. I mean, like, I've seen some clips where you talked about she like cried on their wedding day, but not like, that was her, right? Not like a happy tear thing, right?
Oh, she's probably wishing that she was with that other fella. What's his face? Tupac, yeah.
The other fella. I've never heard somebody describe Tupac as that fella.
Sorry, I forgot his name.
Some bloke.
That rapper
some
fella.
bloke, yes.
But she wouldn't even say that she cheated on him. She like led up to it, and it was, I can't remember the exact terminology she used, but it was the same kind of thing as self-coupled or emotionally uncoupled, which another person used for divorce.
What does that even mean, dude?
But it was that kind of it was like therapy speak, and so it was because if you say you cheated, there's like a moral element to that word. Everyone knows it's wrong, and you're admitting fault by saying it. So she removed all of that and like rephrased it in something else, and it was when I had my misadventure or something like that. It was some really weird term.
What was the word? Entanglement.
Yes, when I had our entanglement, and she paused. It's like she trained him like a dog. So it was like, so when I had our, and she like wanted him to say the word entanglement rather than cheated, which is what normally people would have done. When you were a slag, love, and like that would be the normal response.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
she cheated, and especially the whole thing with her son's friend.
That's
Ew.
like- Yeah, and think about like if he
if-
would have done it, people wouldn't have even been like an uproar. They'd been like, ah, whatever, man did it. But it's because she did it and it was so public, right?
No, it doesn't matter. Yeah, having sex with your friends, like
Oh, that was awful. Oh
yeah,
no,
the
that part is
kid's
awful at all. But I
friend.
just mean the fact that she was having public relationships. Like if he did it, people were like, oh, it's just a guy in Hollywood, whatever. But like she did it, and it was like such an open slap in the face to him. And I feel bad for their kids, man. They're jacked up clearly. But yeah, her doing that, ugh. I don't know.
I like pretty girls.
Well,
girls.
the
He's
thing is
trying to
now,
come back, man, but he's
because there was a load of, and if you see the pictures of them together, it does look like it. That when him and the Barbie woman actress, we just spoke about her this evening.
Margot Robbie.
Margot Robbie.
Oh yeah.
The pictures of them all over each other in a photo booth.
She like lifted up
And
her
you're like,
shirt.
oh,
and
it looks
stuff,
like there's something there. There's always rumors about it. But the
There
thing
was,
is,
I
now people will see that and be like, no, I can understand why. Like,
Yeah.
everybody understands why. If he cheats now, it's like, no, I couldn't put up with her either. To be fair.
I know.
And people were saying that was like the picture that broke Jada, like that they both had been just like sleeping around with other people, but then like, no, it was a pretty white girl. You've gone too far, and it's public.
Well, is it because she has beautiful hair? No, I'm kidding.
She is far more attractive. Like, that is an upgrade by
Yeah.
anyone's definition. But like, you also have there's a lot of CEOs, celebrities, where they're just all having it off with each other, and it is basically an open marriage. It's not any normal definition of marriage. But then when you see how much it affected him at the Oscars, it's like, okay, one of you is more committed to the open bit than the other.
Yeah.
That usually happens, though, I find. I guess it's a bit like in normal relationships with just a normal person working a 9 to 5, I think open relationships will never, ever work. Could it maybe work out better with Hollywood or CEOs and what? Maybe, but I still don't know. Like, I don't think open relationships is the way to go.
If you look back at history, one of the main things which has always stayed true is that rich and powerful men have had multiple women at the same time. There's always been a harem for kings. He has more children. The monogamy, like the whole part is more about paternity than anything else from an evolutionary perspective, that the man has to know that the kids are his. So I can understand why it happens, but especially in the modern time, if you want to have an open relationship with she could sleep with way more people than you. And that is, she can walk into any pub any time of the day and get it any time she wants just by offering. And I think that will break any man. And there are Twitch streamers who have had very public versions of that, and it has always backfired on them. I've never seen it work.
I know what you're talking about. Yep.
And the women go for someone who won't have an open relationship with them as well. When they leave, they always go for someone who's like, no, you're mine. Because otherwise, it's like, no, I don't care who else lives here. It's you kind of, I don't think that makes you feel particularly valued. It's like, well, I don't care. You can go piss off anytime you want, love.
Mm-hmm. Everyone wants monogamy.
Yeah. Dan Vicious, thank you for the 5. Chrissy Mayer from J6, then watched Simpcast and Quarter Black on Crowder, then F&T.
Oh, that's a
also
long
was a
time
fan
ago.
of Ripa because of Backwards, then watched y'all and Kubra. Thank you, Dan.
Nice.
Yeah, I saw Quarter Black on that. When
I
he was
did
in Chaz, I remember watching that video as it's happening.
Jason Webster, thanks to the Australian 5. Breaking news: Mark Ruffalo has spontaneously transformed into Rosie O'Donnell. Please start asking people to stay away due to the horrific sight.
He got fat?
Did Mark Ruffalo?
Yeah.
Look, I want.
I'm trying to seek clarification on this. Is this real?
Look, Mark Ruffalo is already effeminate enough. He's already got more estrogen to sink it. Like, I'm surprised we don't put him on toast. That's how much.
Don't put him on toast. All right, what was
well,
the?
it's the avocado thing. Like the amount of estrogen in avocados is insane.
Really? More than like soy products?
It's linked. If you eat avocados and soy, yeah, it's all the same thing. Like, there's a reason why people that have avocado on toast a lot. But
I love avocado on toast with a little salt, though. It's so good.
It doesn't matter.
Very
It doesn't matter if you have estrogen.
Yeah, it's fine. It's good for girls.
Like,
You already have
but
it.
you can eat as much as much soy as you want. You'll be fine.
Too much estrogen is bad because then it's linked to breast cancer.
Is that because soy is a huge part of the diet of like Japanese and stuff, isn't it? Though.
Probably.
Do they have higher rates? That'd be interesting to find out. Because I've seen that.
wonder,
I've seen that thought
actually.
because everyone knows that like Korean men they are more effeminate. So is it like a cultural style, or is that linked to the fact that they have more like soy in their diet and things?
And Korean was it?
Let's see. We're
Well,
learning
both
more on
Korea and
Saucy.
Japan, they both eat a lot of like soy. It's a natural part of the diet.
Does soy and Korean culture increase?
It's one of those things where you like probably never been researched or got data on. It's like various other things where people are like, you shouldn't do this, and like, well, is there any more medical research? They're not going to support medical research on it.
Okay, apparently soy does not increase breast cancer risk. Did not.
But
know
that's
that.
weird because I've been told that basically every single food and drink that you could possibly have in the universe increases cancer risk.
Well, this is
used to
from
be a
the Mayo
meme that Daily
Clinic.
Mail would tell you everything. I think my favorite was they said, I think it was coffee or tea would increase your risk of cancer, and then they told you how much caffeine you needed to have for that to make an effect, and it would kill you in like a day if you took that amount of caffeine.
What's crazy is estrogen exposure does increase breast cancer risk, but I know soy is linked to estrogen, so how is there a differentiation? I don't know.
Well, it's phytoestrogens. It's not estrogen as in the pure chemical. From what I've heard, the phytoestrogens, the problem is your body treats them as estrogen, so it has all the same kind of effects, including like breast growth and stuff, which if you're a man, not exactly desirable. Moobs. I've never seen an entire woman's like, you know what I want on a man? Moobs. That's what I love.
No. And I mean, I've done enough like mammograms on men. It's very uncomfortable doing it for them.
I can imagine. That seems a little awkward. Ian, thank you for the
Apparently-
50. Hold on.
I googled phytoestrogens, and it says found abundantly in soy, flax seeds, grains, fruits. They are used to manage menopausal symptoms. I never knew that.
Oh yeah, estrogen is used. So people go on HRT.
No, but these are
which is hormone-
food.
No, yes, but you use that to manage the postmenopausal symptoms, the hot flashes and stuff like that. But then, of course, if you do HRT, it is also linked to breast cancer. So
No, but isn't that enough proof then? If medicine is telling women that you should eat all these foods because it will give you estrogen, which will manage menopausal symptoms, that men should obviously be told not to eat them.
Yeah.
Because
depending
it
on
depends on
that
what
would be the
So it depends on what the chemical makeup of the estrogen in the product looks like. Sorry, getting super scientific here.
yeah. We've got to zoom in. This is an
We gotta
important
zoom in. It's
moment.
super serious. But because it mimics estrogen doesn't mean it is estrogen. So if it's going down different pathways to have the same effect, it could affect the body differently. So if and this is
I mean, if
something
your body-
don't know for sure.
I mean, if it stops menopausal symptoms, your body clearly thinks it's estrogen. Therefore, it would
But
have the same effect in men.
It could go down a different
I love this
chemical
topic right now.
pathway, though.
This sounds like, oh no, well, considering everyone knows. Like,
But it's like the idea that
seems a
pain
lot more
management-
likely to me that people are like, no, I want effeminate men,
No,
because
but-
all of your movies and everything else all seem to be trying to push effeminate men, and then like, oh, you should have these diets. Well, that's weird because the same diet is the one telling that they gave women as HRT, so maybe men should not have HRT.
Look
Sorry,
at
everyone in
how
the chat
pain
was
is.
not. They wanted
I know.
to zoom.
But look how
Zoom.
pain.
One
look
second,
how pain is
Ian.
managed. You can manage pain in so many different ways. There's Tylenol. There's ibuprofen. You could get shots and stuff like that in order to reduce the amount of pain that your body has experienced. So it really depends on what chemical pathway that estrogen is taking.
The moment your body thought it was estrogen, it would react to it the same way. Like, it is clearly fulfilling the same role. That's why it's stopping, like, helping menopausal symptoms.
It just
Like, that
depends
is
on
enough
the
to prove that the body thinks it's estrogen.
Not necessarily. It just depends on how it's built.
Stops the menopause.
What?
Stop the menopause, it is HRT, which is giving you estrogen, or you can have estrogen from food. Men shouldn't be having estrogen.
Manual zoom. Sorry.
I would need to know more about the chemical makeup of phytoestrogen before making a very definitive statement on it. I'm just saying this is maybe.
There's absolutely loads of people that need the authority to come along and tell them what to think. But if the logic is there, it's like the scientists will spend billions trying to find out stuff that farmers have known for thousands of years. Like, science will go, oh, did you know if you put fertilizer on soil, it makes the crops grow? And the farmer's like, yeah, because I put the fertilizer on crops and it grows. We've known this for thousands of years. Like, yeah, but now we really know because an authority figure has told you. All I need to know is it's used for HRT, therefore it clearly has an impact, therefore... I don't need a scientific research on it.
It's not. Chemical pathways are so different. The lock and key method are so different. I tried to compare it to pain management. You can get a shot into your back to reduce the pain, or you could take Tylenol or ibuprofen or different ways to reduce pain, and it's different chemical pathways. You even have different chemical pathways on how your body
I'm not shaving my hair, Ian.
Pardon?
Oh no, sorry, keep going.
I just saw Ian go, the flag of hair, he's wrecking my OCD.
Yeah, that little one right there.
Just flip it.
There's different ways.
It'll come back, look, it'll come back.
Your body perceives fullness in so many different ways. So it's the same thing with estrogen. You can have different chemical pathways. I'm not saying you were right or wrong specifically, but there could be.
I'm saying I'm right. I don't need a scientist to come along and spend a load of money doing research, because if women are taking it for HRT, you shouldn't give HRT to men, because then the men will be having estrogen.
I'm literally going to Google this right now because we're fighting.
Again, I don't need an external authority to do a research paper on it. I really don't.
Well,
I put estrogen BS. Estrogen. I think I'm drunk.
Well, part of the thing is, if the entire point is to feminize men, obviously they're not going to go, "Well, feminizing men is wrong." They're going to go, "No, of course it doesn't do anything to you." It's like, well,
yeah,
I already know the side effects because you recommend it to women, and if you recommend this as a drug treatment to women, men shouldn't be taking it.
Okay, here we go. So, phytoestrogens are plant-derived compounds that mimic or modulate effects of human estrogen, but are not identical to it. While both combine to estrogen, the ER alpha or beta phytoestrogens have significantly lower affinity, about 100 to 1,000 times weaker than the natural hormone. E2.
And yet, we tell women to use it to manage menopausal treatments, so obviously your body reacts to it as estrogen.
Okay, that statement is technically correct, but it's 100 to 1,000 times weaker than estrogen in its natural state.
Don't need an authority for you. Use it as HRT. Men should not be taking HRT.
I agree with that. Men shouldn't be taking HRT.
Yes, men should not be eating female hormones because it's bad for them.
Estrogen.
No, but eating a phytoestrogen is not going to be the same effect as taking
I would
HRT.
not recommend that women eat testosterone. It'll make you really hairy.
When did we ever say to recommend to eat testosterone?
He's just throwing that in there.
Well, exactly. Women shouldn't be eating testosterone. Men shouldn't be eating estrogen. I don't need an authority figure to come along and tell me what to believe. This is obviously true. Now, the authority figure will come along and go, actually, men should because it'll make them more feminine. It's like, no.
Okay. You know what? Agree to disagree.
I don't need to agree to disagree.
I'm agreeing to disagree.
Reality doesn't require your agreement.
Oh my gosh. Ian, thank you for the 50 pounds. I found Wicked on a Twitch raid DVD. I was like, cute chick, dark game, this is effed. Yeah, I can only imagine like when people find me when that was my main game, just like some of the stuff going
serial
on there.
killer
That's why
Wicked.
I found you.
Yeah,
It's like, no, you don't understand. This is the only thing keeping me from being a serial killer. This is where I let out
my
the
urges
urge.
come out through this. Yeah. Yeah, that was a fun stream the first time I actually played Killer, and I was like, this is
scary.
fun. This is fun because I used to play Survivor all the time, and I started playing Killer, and I was like, why am I so good at this? Jason Webster, thanks for the Australian 5. Breaking news: Rachel Zegler confirms her most challenging role yet as a store window mannequin at Macy's department store.
Wow. That's
John
probably
Wayne-
the hardest she'd ever have to work if she did do that.
It's about on par with her acting.
Stroganoff sounds delicious. No, it does not. Just whose face says it all.
No, because I immediately thought of that woman on Twitch that made a beer out of hers.
That you made it even worse.
Ew.
Oh my gosh. Well,
People thought bathwater was bad.
Let's end on a funny note since everyone was calling you guys nerds.
For what?
I don't know.
Everything we've talked about tonight.
I've also got a funny one as well.
Wait, do yours.
I've also
Yours-
got a funny
do
one
yours.
as well. Well, I don't actually.
Firstly, I love this guy's expression.
It looks like he's got a little haircut.
Yeah, he's got a part in.
He looks
But
really,
the-
he looks so distinguished. Get him a little monocle.
Well, you say he's distinguished now. I can
What do you
understand why the ladies may like him. Because a male guinea pig named Randy broke into a female-only enclosure and impregnated all 100 of them. What an absolute Chad!
Look at him.
Wow.
He's
Yeah,
tired.
no one can resist that face.
Oh.
His little
He was
claws
ever
look
so briefly
funny.
in heaven.
Oh. Okay, I'm not sharing my thing anymore. Never mind.
Why?
Why?
Okay, fine. I found the goon car.
Oh
The
no.
goon machine.
Oh, yes.
Oh no!
yeah.
What is this?
It's literally a car with a VR headset with whatever that fleshlight is, dude wipes strapped to the wheel, and a bunch of lube.
No, the thing is with you cannot drive in VR. You can't see.
No, we told her to share it, didn't we?
Yeah, you did. You totally did.
We're already
Oh
cooked.
my goodness. Oh, Shane.
So yeah, anyways, you're welcome.
That was Randy's training. Like he's got his own little VR headset.
Well, you
I'm
know
gonna build
what?
up the stamina.
I definitely have to share mine now because we cannot end on that note. I haven't watched this yet, but X-Ray put it in the group chat. So.
Oh.
YouTuber Jesse West held a competition to see who's stronger between tall, strong bodybuilder women and strong dwarf men. Let's see.
These are female giants. And then
X-Ray next to each other.
they are the world's strongest dwarves. And they'll be competing in strength competitions, all to find out who is stronger.
You're going down.
Yeah.
You're going down.
That's
Well-
227. The thing is, I like that they're bragging against dwarves. It's like, yeah, that kind of already shows the difference.
No, I will defend the women a little bit here. When you're shorter, lifting weights is easier. I've always found that, at least with men, shorter men can lift way more because you're not carrying it as far down.
Makes sense.
It's not a distance thing. It's a
No, it
It's still the
actually
same way.
absolutely is a distance thing, especially when you do.
no, because otherwise
exercise weight.
every weightlifting championship would be a
No,
dwarf.
weightlifting championships are based on weight class, so you work
Yeah, but the
within
world
that weight
records
class.
would be held by dwarves if that was true.
Well, they're in a completely different weight class than like a normal heighted human.
Well, no, because there is the most weight lifted, which is just an objective number. But it's not a dwarf.
Emily decided to help Britt.
There is dwarf tossing is a sport. How far can you throw a dwarf?
I'll do this with X-Ray, guys.
Wicked,
I'll throw her
I'll
over my
throw
Yeah,
shoulder.
this one's amazing. Like they had to carry the women, and the women had to carry them, and the dwarf won.
Yeah.
And it's because the women were faster half the way, but they just didn't have the stamina to carry them all the way back. Whereas the men had more stamina, so they could eventually get there at the end.
The dwarfs won.
Giants.
The dwarves won. Yeah.
The dwarves won, and hey, their muscles are a lot larger than the women too. So
Yeah.
Well, the way the ones the women won were like leverage based ones. So where they were on their backs and they were using their legs, the women just had way more leverage with their legs over the guys and just immediately won.
Oh, what? Next time I see X-Ray, she's gonna toss me.
yeah, Wicked. I'm gonna eat you from Hagrid's ride.
It's like I trust you about as far as I can throw you. It turns out with Wicked, it's probably quite far.
I got a lot of trust in you, girl.
I don't know if Jay's still here. What someone said, what were you gonna? What was he used to? I'm gonna hangover. I did win. I won. Okay. Anyways, it's getting to that time. What do you guys have going on this week? X-Ray, you got your Sunday stuff?
Yes. So I'm not sure about crocheting in the morning, but we have Sunday Fun Day. It's Az's birthday. So if you want to come say happy birthday to Az, come super chat one of us to say happy birthday to Az, of course. And then Forbidden Frontier in the evening at 5:30 p.m. Eastern.
Okay. And Disbrew, what do you have coming up?
Well, first, if you can share this, because I forgot about this.
Oh, yeah.
Robert Picardo saying, playing Where's Baldo with this mess? But I don't think he knows what a Baldo is.
Do you think it's like a bald guy? Because baldos are different from a bald guy. Oh my god.
I don't think he knows what I don't think he knows a Baldo is an actual thing.
That's awkward.
He's calling himself Baldo, by the way.
Arcada, I think.
Well, it's a case of everything about that picture was horrific, and I don't want to see it in Starfleet
That was
Academy.
a horror.
You shared that with us. Remember that.
But yeah, I have more of that Starfleet Academy. I want to do second half Stranger Things, making of, and there's some other stuff. Like, I want to look at the reviews of Mercy, maybe the new Resident Evil. Anything that gets terrible reviews are always funny. So, yeah, next few days.
Oh, you mean the new Silent Hill?
Yeah, sorry, new Silent Hill. Yes.
Yeah.
And as for me, just regular gaming during the week. My Vera and Virtue on Wednesday. Wicked's Roll Thursday. You guys know you're here. Right hard. That's what that people want.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I will at some point when
wait,
everything dies
wait.
down.
I forgot this one. Sorry, Jason. Thank you for the 5. Breaking news: Disney announces that due to the economic constraints, the set for the next 2 Star Wars series will be made entirely of Lego.
I'm sorry, Lego is really expensive.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it is. I don't know.
I would not believe it.
I want them to build a Starfleet Academy set out of Lego. Just so, look, if you're going to walk around barefoot, love, you're going to feel the pain.
Oh my god, that Lego clog. Ugh. Gross. Sorry. For those who like, those.
The Crocs, yeah. And someone's gonna send that to Jay. I feel like he's gonna have to walk around a theme park with them on the Lego.
I don't think you could. How on earth are you gonna walk around with on Lego?
I don't know. I guess we'll find out. But guys, thanks for hanging out with us tonight. Jean Butler for $1.99. Before we go, Vera ripped that crazy Reddit mod live on Friday. I'll have to check that out.
I watched that stream.
I didn't see that.
It's a great stream because the guy is entirely honest, like way too more honest than you'd ever expected anyone to be. Comes across as a complete psychopath, and that she just stays quiet, just like making a face the entire time. And then they turn to, "Would you like to add anything?" And she's like, "I think this guy's a complete freak." And it was like, "Oh, thanks for that." It carries on.
That's great. Well, speaking of Vera, we're sending you guys over there. Thank you for hanging out with us tonight, and we will see you next week. Bye.
Yeah.